Yum, yum, yum,
I'm
yum.
stuffing my face with cookies, so.
Delicioso.
Welcome to
Oh,
Brick
hey, we're
and
live.
Food.
Sweet.
Sweet baby Jesus.
Camera got me in like 12
That's my
seconds, like
favorite,
stuffing my
dude.
face with fries. This is going to be a nice little intro clip.
Good stuff.
Good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're listening.
Look
or
at he's
watching this
copying me
from.
now.
Oh, yeah. This is the start. What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to the season finale of Brick Nite on ELPN. My name is Kennard.
Wow.
I'm one of the hosts on here.
cookies.
Yeah, I know. 8 episodes has gone by really quickly. I know. But my name is Kennard, and joining alongside me, as always, is the sleeveless yet handsome Brick Jacob Top, whose stickers I have now gotten in the mail. And then, of course, we have our amazing mock duo couple, amazing Super Hawk, La Super Cabre, as well as the Unhappy Mohawk. I'm going to let you guess which one's which on that part. But I know, 8 episodes. Holy crap.
I can't believe it. Like we were talking about it today. I was like, yeah, there you go. Super and hot. We were driving home. I was like, it's the season finale. I was like, we don't have anything else because my brain said, oh, I need to make a slideshow for tonight. Because I'm a procrastinator. But yeah, wow.
For last week.
We don't talk about it. It's in the process. Hey, I do have, don't show it.
Don't show it.
I do have things.
I want that to be a video. And then
It will be. We'll talk about that later.
We got some stuff to show us, guys. Some stuff.
Yeah, that's an after stream conversation.
Nice. All gone. See, buddy, all gone. I got my dog over here.
After hours.
After hours. Brick late at night.
The extended view.
This is what happens when I have fries. What is it? I already get. I bought this dude a Happy Meal because I came home late from work.
What a
As you
sweet man you are.
I got him a
That dog
Happy
loves
Meal.
you.
Got him a hamburger, nothing on it, just plain. And then I gave him a little bit. I gave him the fries that he needed. Although I took
I think
his,
you owe him more for coming home late.
Good luck later.
I took his chocolate milk and his apples because he doesn't like apples.
Oh, you took the chocolate
You
milk.
owe him everything.
Yeah, I took the chocolate milk. Of course, I took the chocolate milk. He can't drink it.
Heck yeah.
Oh my god! But we're not alone tonight. The season finale would not be a season finale without a special guest joining us this evening. This man has been on TikTok and stole one of my sound. No, I'm just kidding. He did not steal my sound. He just made it better. But we have a very special guest on tonight. As you can tell from the title, Class is in Session. And we're going to be bringing on Professor Brickman to the podcast. We are very excited to have him on here. I have been affiliated with Jesse since, God, I think it was like when I first started on TikTok. I jumped into one of his lives just watching. But super energetic guy. I loved his content, and then that's what made me start following him. But we're really excited to have him on here. Are we ready to bring him on? Do we want to bring him on?
Heck yeah, let's bring him on.
We can roll out the clip. Let me click on it. Click on the clip. Click on the clip.
Roll that intro.
Click on the clip.
Clippity click click.
Hit that beat. Hey, there he is.
Sometimes I think about Lego.
Dude, I first saw I saw the video on TikTok and I was like, that's my song. And I didn't catch it until like a couple of seconds after. And
So that was funny because I had it on my original account and it was your sound, but I was saving all my videos from that account to create the new Lego account itself because that had some teacher content too. And when you save the sound, like the video, it just saves it as your original sound. So I just posted it, right? And all of a sudden, like, your voice is great. I'm like, that ain't my voice. Like,
that ain't my voice. Now, I make a really good lip sync, but that ain't my voice.
That ain't my voice. And then I was like, you chimed in like, it's this dude. Go see him.
Yeah, no. Oh God, who chimed in and said my name?
I think it was Squatch, wasn't it?
I think so. I know the name.
It'll bug me now.
I feel really bad that I haven't. Oh God, he's out in Albuquerque. I feel really bad that I forgot his name now. There's gonna be
Our
bad.
Our
people watching
viewership
right
just dropped by 1.
now. That probably was him. It probably was him. Actually, no, he messaged me not too long ago. Hold on. Bricksboro. Holy crap. That was just like.
Oh my
man.
God.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Bricksboro. Yeah, he was just like, huh, this sounds familiar, Kennard. And I was just like, yeah, it's me. What's up?
I was like, it's Kennard.
Tis I.
It's because Berksborough wanted the drama. He's like, yes, fight. I want to see it.
Let me drop this from.
But no,
Right,
I'm
it's-
super excited to have you on here. Or we're
Thanks
super
for having
excited to
me.
have you on here. I don't know why I'm saying me.
Yeah. Well, thanks for having me.
Like we're twinning right now. This is great. Hoodie, ball cap, glasses, beard. We're all set.
You just did it better. I'm like the Temu version of you.
I don't know about that one now. I feel like I'm oh god, what's that? I would have called myself Temu. I feel like I'm the Temu.
I mean, there's no knock on Temu, but like it's like the Wish version. You know how like you
Yeah.
went to Amazon, then
There
went
you
to-
go. I'm the Wish version of this.
I'm the Wish
situation.
version. You're the like Amazon.
He's
This is
Temu,
my
I'm
brother. I start Lego TikTok. He start Lego TikTok. I make Lego sound. He make Lego sound.
He live in Canada. He lives in United States. I live in Canada. He lives in
He
United
lives in
States.
happy place. He live in crappy place.
Great success.
Oh. He no visit.
I think
He
we
my
got-
neighbor. I feel bad for him.
Oh my
face hurts
god.
already. Jeepers.
I think we might have gained a viewer just from that joke. Just like, ooh, they don't like the politics that are happening. Let me jump in really quick.
Canada is a beautiful
Anytime
place.
I'm on any kind of podcast or like live, but and it's most of my friends I've made are American, it's right away like, how does Canada view you like us? And like horribly. It's like a reality TV show that we're just laughing at this point.
Oh,
It used to be, you know, you always make the jokes about Canada, but now
Yeah.
it's
Now it's like, can we join you? And we're like,
No.
Listen, I discovered the bison burger in Canada, and I'm still obsessed with that thing like 12, 20 years later. I don't even know how long it's been. 20 years.
so good. So good.
Is that what you had the other day?
Yes, bison is.
Bison
Bison
amazing.
burgers are like, we only have them at Ted's Montana Grill. God,
bison is
good.
lean.
That's why it's delicious.
Yeah,
good.
that's why it's so good. Yeah,
It's just,
It's perfectly tender. It's lean.
not much grease in it at all.
yeah, it's not
No.
dripping. Like it's all,
Yeah.
It's not like you bite into it and you have to have a mop or anything.
And
like
you could
that.
cook it the way I like it cooked without burning the outside. Because I like my burgers medium well, and they always burn it, or it's still going to be pink burgers.
Yeah.
But bison will cook through properly.
oh yeah. It's clean. Oh, so good. Now I'm gonna
God,
go.
I'm getting hungry. We're talking about food again, guys.
Now it's your fault.
We're going to start a penny draw. Every
It's
time
your
we talk about
fault.
food, we're going to throw a penny
Now
in the
we'll
jar.
drink to that. Since he fixed
Penny
all
food.
this stuff. Yep.
Well, since we're talking about food, we might as well ask the day-old question that we ask all of the content creators. Did we ask Brick Dad last week?
No,
We
you
did.
did not.
We
I
all.
thought he did. I thought he said pizza.
Oh, that's right, he
We wasn't
said
here to
pizza.
remind you.
Yeah.
Yeah, whatever.
We'll make it back
But
to video for it too.
exactly, there you go. But the day-old
him.
question that we brought up on Pi Day last year, Jake, was what is your favorite go-to pie?
Well, I'm not a pie guy, but if I had to go with one, I'm just going the classic apple. I'm more of like a McCain's cake chocolate kind of guy,
Chocolate.
but I'll go apple for just the sake of having it.
What's your go-to dessert then, if it's not pie?
Fudgicle. Like,
Okay.
Straight up fudgicle.
That's
Like
God.
I'm more of like
Fudgicle?
a candy person
Nice.
versus like a dessert. So yeah.
I like him. The great debate is I said last Pi Day, I don't like fruit in dessert.
It
And
shouldn't be.
specifically with pies, I like chocolate pudding pie. I don't want apple, blueberry, strawberry, blah, key lime.
No, right? Dessert and like fruit, like those words should not.
What about
coexist.
that? What about banana cream pie?
Ugh.
Or banana pudding?
Oh,
I don't
used to
feel
eat
like
this for
anything banana
breakfast.
besides a banana.
Fair enough.
Or
I
like a
used to have to
banana.
make banana pudding milkshakes at Chick-fil-A, and I hated them because
Oh.
the smell of banana. I don't know what it is. I'm kind of like,
Just banana pudding with vanilla wafers. No,
I mean, vanilla wafers the go-to there.
wafers are good. No.
I'm glad we eat some wafers.
Guys, I'm getting hungry, y'all.
This is what we do. We just talk about food and make everybody hungry. So by the end of the episode, you're like, I'm gonna go air fry some potato skins.
I'll be skip edition something after this for sure.
Sure, Bricks.
We have a pizzazz. I'll be making.
We already got you to eat a cookie before the show.
A couple cookies at this point.
Ooh, I'm not a
Hey,
meringue.
Ron's here. Hey, Ron.
Lemon meringue. Damn, I got
Not a meringuer. Oh,
That's just too fancy for me.
camera's back on.
The camera.
Bell meringue, so I'm not gonna eat it. Rule of thumb.
I only knew what the word was because it's spelled really weird, but I would have never been able
Merengue.
to pronounce it.
It's like a rule. If you can't
Her
read it off,
name was Merengue. She was
Nope.
a showgirl.
I want this one.
God. Yeah, no, we. I love how we were talking. I like how we go Lego mode, and then it's just like food. Food is always the greatest topic.
They're the two best things for your mental health: food and Lego. So I mean,
My little icon.
Coincidentally, they are
Yeah.
both also bad for the wallet because when you have expensive taste,
but
Lego and food.
yeah, but I like the cheap, gross. Like, give me McDonald's cheeseburgers. Give me like a pack of nuggets. Like, we're good. I don't need to go to get a steak. Like, I just want to.
If dinners cost me more than $20, I don't want to eat it.
Yeah, no,
Oh my God!
not happening.
See, that's the thing though, is like, yeah, you could go with the cheap ass food, but when you eat out all that cheap ass food every day, like some people, it adds up. When you eat Chick-fil-A 23 times a month,
Chick-fil-A is not cheap.
Yeah, that's not
it's
cheap
not.
Yeah,
at all.
Not at all.
But have you ever had like a sausage breakfast burrito from them?
No,
Without
Plus,
the
you
hash
can't-
browns in it. The hash browns are
only
too
thing I
much.
get for breakfast.
Plus,
Oh,
you
the
can't
chicken
have
wings
that
are
every
so
day.
good.
Exactly.
Yes, I can.
I get a
Sundays?
tray of them.
Well,
Yes, not on
okay.
Sunday.
Not on Sunday. Hold on,
On my
not on
way-
Sunday. You're like, oh,
on
yeah,
my
I
way
eat
to
them
work
every
Monday
day.
through Friday, I stop at specific Chick-fil-A's. I have my route planned so I could bypass the highway traffic, get to
He
my
buys
Chick-fil-A,
two.
and keep going. So the trick is, I get 2 large
Story
unsweet
time.
teas without any ice because there's an ice machine in my office,
Steady
and so
going.
I can make them last longer and just add them to my ice cup, and it'll last me throughout the day. So I only have to stop at Chick-fil-A once.
What's up, General Tron?
We only have one Chick-fil-A in my city, and it's inside our giant mall. So like, it's not like you can just pit stop. And it was just open like in the last like 6 months. Like Chick-fil-A is not big here in Canada.
Mall Chick-fil-A's are the worst too. They suck.
Yeah. So this one's totally. I haven't eaten Chick-fil-A in my life. Let me clarify. And every time I go to the mall and I'm gonna try it in the food court. There's always a line because it's so new and so wanted here that I'm like, I'm too hungry to wait in line for half an hour. I'm good. Like, I'm good.
Yeah.
We haven't.
Do you guys have a Popeyes?
Popeyes popped up in here. Popped up. About a year or so ago, and they're around the city. Yeah. So there's some in food courts, and then there's some like standalones as well, but not
I
too
love
much.
how the accent just came out there.
Mm-hmm.
The Canadian accent came
Yeah,
out.
you'll see it's gonna come out more and more. I try to, if I get riled up about something or excited, like you'll get pieces of it real good.
There's nothing. I mean, there's nothing bad about it though. I
Yeah.
love it because
Oh no, I know. If I get like mad about something though, like that's when like you can barely understand words. I'm like making up words as you start talking. Like
I'm here for it.
I freaking love that.
What,
I mean,
generally speaking, you don't have to give too much away. What part of Canada are you in? Eastern,
Oh.
Western?
I'm in Edmonton, Alberta. That's known throughout my platform. So I'm where the big giant mall is.
Okay.
nice.
We have the largest Lego store in North America.
What's up, Rumi?
Hey.
What up, Galen?
Ooh.
I have been to Alberta. I went
Yeah.
to the lovely Banff. When I was talking about when I discovered bison burgers 20 years ago, we went to Banff and Jasper National Parks. We did like a little 3-week trip between the two.
That's usually the go-to for
Wait.
stereotyping. When Americans come to Alberta, they say Banff and Jasper are the two, and then usually our city's the third one to see our mall. That's about it.
My parents wanted to see a country. They wanted to take me to the Lego store in the mall. I knew it was there.
I want to be there.
Guys, it's an international Lego store. It's just more money because it's in Canadian dollars.
There's a fully like sized Lamborghini built out of Lego in the middle of the store, like full sized Lamborghini. It's crazy cool.
Somebody
So
might
who
be
wants to
making
go
a
to
trip
Canada?
Come for a visit.
My dad it was like his life goal. He's like, I gotta go see the Canadian Rockies. I just gotta go. I don't know if Papa G's in the chat right now. I'm sure he would have commented, but that was one of the coolest trips we did.
I just want to go to a hockey game in Canada just to say I've done it.
American hockey teams are better.
Yeah, but a Canadian hockey environment's a different story. Like it is.
It is. That's true. They are.
Don't
the
get me
SEC
wrong. I've been to a
of
Tampa Bay
hockey.
Lightning game.
That doesn't really count, does it?
No. Tampa Bay barely has any fans.
Listen, how expensive was that ticket to go to Tampa? Like the game?
What's funny is I got a friend who works for a company that got free tickets, so I was living it already. So I was fine. So I will say this. So I went to a Tampa Bay Lightning game, first ever hockey game I've ever been to. It was a cool environment, but I think the one thing that really wasn't the greatest was just pricing of the food and the overall like commodities that were there. So I'm just like, I mean, hockey was great, and there was a fight. I was all for it. And then it went into overtime, and the home team lost. So I was like, it is what it is. But what am I thinking about? No, I definitely want to go to a hockey game in Canada because I think that'd be a little more better of an experience.
The experience is an understatement. Like I don't go to a lot here because our city, we have like the newest rink and everything. Like the cheapest ticket to go is like $180 Canadian, like cheapest, and then it jumps up to like 300.
Yeah, 100.
Yeah, it's crazy in terms of like expensive here. So I'm like, hockey game, Lego set. Lego set experience. It's like I can experience this moment.
Yes. I can sit in the cold and experience something, or I can build some Lego.
I'll spend $100
hockey night
to
here.
go-kart racing.
Hockey here, we had a food can drive. You could bring a can of food and you got one ticket free for each.
There's some favoritism in this chat here.
Funny, so he said, avoid the moose. At our hotel, there was a moose right outside the entrance, like just chilling out there. They don't get it. It's their country.
Nobody don't.
It's like geese in America. Shit.
They don't.
I would take a moose over geese.
No. You ever
I don't think so.
I've watched
take a
moose fight. Oh. It's another life.
Take a deer and times it by 2. That's about
I was gonna say the sheer size of a moose is incredible. Like TV
I'll
is done to it.
I'm not taking a moose.
I can't manhandle a moose.
You can't. Geese will run if you run. If you charge a goose is gonna flee. If you charge a moose,
Moose or goose?
Moose or geese?
The moosin' and the goosin'.
Moose or goose?
Moose or goose?
No, geese are fine. Moose, no. I've just never seen them. Well, I've only seen a moose.
Sounds like it should be one of those.
That was it.
There should be one of those. Would you rather questions?
Would you rather take on one moose or 10 geese?
I knew, yeah.
Flock of geese or a moose?
Oh, fuck.
I would still take the flock of geese. Like,
well, no, at that point, I might take the moose because then I could just tree dodge. I mean, once I get behind a tree, I just got to keep it between me and the moose.
But a goose has the aerial attack as well. That's the hard part. They get
over a tree.
See, and that's the thing. Though,
you gotta climb pretty high.
If there was like 10 geese, I'd have 2 geese by their neck and start swinging them like. Get away from me!
Straight, I'm just doing this.
Goose chucks.
All you hear is every time I hit them. Just done.
Did you guys ever watch that movie Fly Home with Me? I saw something with it was like movies from the 90s everybody forgot, and Fly With Me Home or whatever was on there. It was a movie about a girl who had pet geese, and she like built a flying device and she flew with her.
Oh, yeah, I remember that. It was horrible.
Of course my wife remembers.
Fly Home was a good movie. There's Jenny. Moose self-invite themselves where they go, and we just let them go.
Canada is moose country. Professor Brickman is just living there.
100%. Like I grew up on acreages like in Rocky Mountain House, so it's like 2 hours-ish west of where I am right now. So like the mountain drive was like 30 minutes. So I grew up in an acreage, and if there wasn't a bear or a moose or a cougar in my backyard when I woke up, it wasn't a normal day. Like
We got a couple confirmed. It's Fly Away Home. Jenny corrected herself, and as well as Jamie here.
What's up, Jamie? That's my
That
friend.
sounds familiar.
That's dope.
That's my friend.
It was a list of like 10 90s movies everybody forgot were a thing, and that was one of them. And then it was like,
I know her.
I got a question for you as our Canadian expert here. Do you know why a flying V is longer on one side than the other?
Because people like right-handed things better. I don't know.
Odd number of geese. She got it. Terrible jokes.
No, that's gold. That's gold.
I hate you
That's
so
perfect.
much right
Makes you really think.
You get
about it.
people, you're like, oh, it's
what
got to be a
is that?
scientific reason why one
Oh.
I was like,
flying V
you
is a
know
little
a cool
longer.
fact? I love fun
Yeah,
facts.
tell me more.
Nope.
Oh, you son of a gun.
And we're talking to a professor here.
Ah.
Oh, jeepers.
You need to tell him.
Professor about
Oh
bricks.
no.
Professor of the bricks. I am also an actual teacher, yes, but like,
Okay.
Of useless information, who knows?
oh, that's all teaching is.
Yeah, there you go. Go to class on Monday. Does anybody know why
random.
flying V?
Oh, the delivery.
I know I posted on my Instagram, obviously, that was going live, right? All my students in the day, like, oh, we're gonna be there. I'm like, you don't know what Eastern Standard Time is. I'm fine.
Do you know
We're
what
getting on here in like
EST
2 hours trying to
EST
find
is?
the video.
They're like, it's at 9 o'clock. They're gonna go 9 o'clock my time. And
Yeah.
like, where is it?
Professor,
You wasn't
where are
on
you?
live. We
Yeah.
was looking for it.
I had to watch the recording.
They don't have the width span to watch this. It's not like 6 seconds long.
Facts.
Oh, jeepers.
This is longer than a TikTok, Professor. We can't.
Sorry, it's too long.
Yeah.
2
Oh
hours
my
ahead of me.
gosh. Let's see.
Y'all are
EST
2 hours ahead.
Easy, 3 hours ahead of me. Oh, damn.
I got to work on my delivery, according to Galen.
I
mean-
thought it was hilarious.
I thought it was a hoot and a holler.
It was great.
I got the laughs. That's what I'm here
Hawk
for.
and I are like,
Immediate.
Hawk's face, dude, your face was just like,
Yeah.
well, he wasn't laughing. You laughed.
Ah,
Supa, you
You're
were
like,
laughing
"Hi."
because you dropped off screen for a second. Or Hawk's like,
That's because it's usually him feeding me the dad jokes.
I was retaining that one for later to be like, all right, noted. When kiddo gets up tomorrow, first
There you
one I
go.
tell her.
Put it in the database.
Oh,
Yep.
it's gonna be good.
there's so many of
Uh.
those. I need Jake's. I need
You
Jake.
need
I need
videos.
Papa G to come up with a dad joke in the chat for us, please. I know
You've been
he's
called
gonna-
out, Papa G. Oh,
Why is-
Oh,
boy.
there you go.
Oh my god!
I know this one. Anybody?
Because it runs in the genes.
It runs in the genes.
Why did I think your dad was gonna come up with a dirty one too, man?
Diarrhea ain't clean, but
Listen, some people think it's funny, but it's
I-
just hot and runny.
What is it?
Diarrhea.
Because I've heard that. I've heard that
Diarrhea.
joke two. Well, I've heard that joke two ways. It's either why is diarrhea inherited, or did you know that diarrhea is hereditary?
Yeah.
And then
Hereditary
same
just sounds
responses.
Still runs in the genes.
Still runs in the genes.
Jokes on you. I don't wear jeans.
I wear skirts.
Just down my leg.
It's just really, really warm.
It's the winter in Canada. We got ways.
We started losing.
I was going to
We're
say,
starting to lose
it's
viewers
stuck in
now.
my thermals. What are you talking about?
How about a Lego set or something?
Yes, let's. Let me get all serious real quick. So, how about that Lego set, Jake? What did you recently purchase as your Lego update? Hey!
Shire.
All right, now put it in front of the camera. I don't want to see your face. Let's see this.
It's poorly named the Shire because it's just Bag End. It's not the Shire. There's one Hobbit hole.
Yeah, that's a good
You know,
point.
I like it. It was a fun build, I will say. Cute details. The inside feels like a home. There's no armchair though. You would think he would have his armchair where he could read his book. There's like the table, but there's no big comfy armchair.
They describe the armchair too, though, in the book.
Yeah, they do. They have like where he writes the books over here. and then like the dining table over here, and the fireplace where they burn like the envelope with the ring and stuff. But
Did you build the original one?
I did not.
Okay, I was just curious the difference.
I thought Galen got me on April Fool's and said he was selling his, but he was not.
It's not even funny.
He's also being more grammatically correct for you, and it's not bag ends. It's bag end.
I didn't say bag ends. I said bag end.
He did say bag end.
He did say bag end.
Yeah.
Unless he meant it like in a plural format, then bag ends set. The bag ends missing.
But I do enjoy it. It's got the fun, like, oh, look, Bilbo disappeared. Where'd he go? Oop, there he is. There he's not.
That's pretty cool.
So he disappears. It comes with Merry and Pippin, and then it's fun because it gives them, like, the gray hair, like they just got singed by the firework you can put on them.
Oh, can't you just, like, change their face around?
Yeah, you spin their face around. It's, like, ashy and stuff like that. I did like the tent. The tent was
Somebody
cool.
needs some lubriderm for
I
their
like
faces.
that.
Yeah,
That's cool.
it's a pretty piece. A little. I like it. It's pretty, but it's kind of. It's lacking for the price. I will say.
Would you declare it an 18 plus set? Like, you know how we look at like those displayable versus playable sets? Would you declare this more that 18 plus feel or more that playable like feel to it?
I feel like more playable than display. Because like Rivendell is very big and elaborate. Barad-dûr is very big and elaborate.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah,
you
roll
can play
that
with
R,
it,
man.
but it's really more for display. This is play size.
Yeah. I was curious. Yeah.
I enjoy it.
That's good.
That's just me and my Lord of the Rings love. Is I enjoy it thoroughly. But
Did you build the Snow White house by chance?
I did not.
Some
I was
people were
debating
saying
getting it because
they look very similar to the builds. Yeah.
I don't know.
Let's see.
Galen says it could have been 12. It could have been 12 plus because it's just like
Yeah, but he
it
finished
very
in 2
much
hours.
is like an unexpected gathering where it's just kind of like here's the shot, here's bag end, here's some minifigures to go with. It's not really like a display beauty. Like I saw somebody on TikTok, they added a lot more foliage because they feel like the garden and everything is very lacking as well. It's not very colorful like you would picture, which I kind of agree. There's maybe like 5 potted flowers like in front.
That's where you buy a second one and then make bag end or more.
It's too damn expensive to buy a second one.
Just punch one of the boxes and tell them that you need a discount.
Another 10%.
That's what I said.
10%.
There was someone that was doing that. Their buddy would go around and like wreck a box and then not touch it, and then you'd see like 2 minutes later another guy go grab that box and go pay for it. And I'm like, oh, you buggers.
That just makes me think of Big Daddy, where Adam Sandler and
sneaky.
What's his name?
Oh, the can. Oh,
smashing the can.
Cole Sprouse smashing the can. It's like
Microsoft took 3 points, lost 3 points yesterday.
Tough times. That's such a good movie. Probably one of his better ones, in my opinion.
Shoot, there was the one employee of the month where Dane Cook, the kid's like, "Oh, I really want this toy." Dane Cook comes out of nowhere, cuts the wrapping of the toy, and he's like, "Don't worry, kid. Open box policy. It's 50% off." I was like, I need this employee on my side.
Yeah.
Listen, I would just let my nephews go into the store if that was the case and just crush all the boxes and then leave. And I'd come in and be like, hey.
Hey.
Wheeling and dealing.
There was a Lego set that was busted into at Walmart, and one of the store workers came by, and I was like, "Hey, curiosity, there's a couple bags missing from this set. If I were to get this set, would it be half off? Because there's half the bags missing." And he was just like, "I don't think we could do that. I think I got to process that in our stolen goods inventory." And I'm like, I figured I'd ask. See if I could throw that.
What do you do with the stolen goods inventory when you're done with it?
We'll take it
like,
home.
How many of these guys don't? How many of these guys have missing Lego pieces? I'll be more than happy to take them off your hands.
Right? I'll find
Listen,
them.
I could just take out the remaining bags, or you could just sell it to me for a discount.
Give me the Lego set.
The whole thing can be stolen or
Great
just
cash,
partially
like-
sold.
You saw nothing.
I'll just play.
You just slide that out the back door for me.
I'll
Sounds like
play
I need
Christian
to
Bale
give
from like Batman.
Instead.
I'll play Christian Bale from Batman and The Dark Knight.
Yeah.
Where are they?
That's
Punch a
video
Walmart
game.
employee. Who are they? I don't know what you're talking about.
Back when Black Friday was like a real rush thing, that's when you had to really worry about damaged goods because people were like fighting each other and
throwing things at each other.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, when fire pits were like the biggest ticket item apparently in Walmart. Fire pits.
I don't remember fire pits ever being a big.
There
Maybe
was
that's a South Carolina
Almost.
thing. I don't.
Yeah,
It probably was because it was. There was one Walmart that I went to in the like the front of the store, fire pits. I was just like, why? Nobody cares. Put like a TV here. This is where it would get more business. The moment they were like, all right, have at it, they ripped open the plastic wrapping on that thing and all the fire pits were gone. And I was like, this is a shock. I didn't think fire pits were a big thing. It's always TVs for me.
Yeah.
Wait
It's
until
always
Lego
TVs.
Pokemon comes out. Yeah.
I'm
game
curious
system.
about that theme because, like, what exactly do you think? I think it's gonna be Brickheads. I can't really think of what else. And I wasn't a big Pokemon person, so please. But like, what else are they gonna make?
I mean, I think we talked about this previously in episodes before, but Super, you had a really good thought where it was kind of like the Mario theme incorporated. How Lego Mario does the little QR code and the characters bounce on the QR code. Instead, it'd be like a brick-built Pokeball. I think you said something about that, didn't you?
Yeah,
Super?
so it would be the Pokeball would be the Mario, and it would have the scanner in it, and then you would build each Pokemon, and the Pokemon would have the QR code, so your Pokeball would scan the Pokemon to collect them all.
Or you could just play Pokemon Go like us normal people.
I ain't got the space on my phone anymore. Update not happening.
I ain't got time for that.
Curious,
Although
do
Pokemon
giant
Go's been
stacks.
bought by Saudi Arabia and they might be selling our data now, so
Everything.
Sorry, Jesse. What were you saying, bud?
I was just curious, like, because they're not gonna do big statues like how we see like the brick builder, like
Bigger builds.
Bricker builds, whoever does like the
Yeah.
big statue. Lego goes away from it because the profit margin for those isn't large because it's just straight bricks, right?
Well, I wonder if they do similar like Mega Block. Is it Mega Blocks that does Pokemon now currently?
Yeah.
How they
With
have
some
some
characters, yeah.
brick built ones already. So I wonder if they do anything like that where they go off of similar design there.
Well, that's the thing too. I didn't know if I don't know if did Mega Bloks have the patents to actually keep the face molds that they had, because some of those pieces weren't just like hard plastic. They were molded, and then some of them were like a little rubbery material, like the ears or maybe the tail pieces.
Yeah, but Lego will still keep all their parts within their realm too. So they're not gonna make the parts that were from Mega Block side.
I mean, they could honestly go for like. It'd be interesting if they did do like a minifigure scale. Like if you see Charmander with like the attachment of a tail with a molded flame piece on it. I don't know.
It would be neat, but I feel like that would be way too much for production for them to go through, because then you're going to be looking at eventually doing, the majority of the figs of the characters. I think it either something kind of like a Mario thing where you can scan them to collect them and then build different sets. But also Bricker Builds does have some smaller versions now.
Yeah, they do.
So
it could be that.
It could be something similar to that size that they do as well.
Yeah.
I'm curious, do you think they'll do like a CMF series for figs for them?
I could probably see that. I mean, it'd be interesting to see them do CMFs with Pokemon trainers.
I could see that.
Like
more than I
Pokemon
could
trainers
see,
with their specific like lead Pokemon that they had. Like if you had Ash with Pikachu or Misty with Staryu, and then you have Brock with like Onix.
Yeah, I just think
Would
they can like
Misty
off the
come
Muppets.
with Togepi?
Misty could also come with Psyduck.
Yeah, at one point in time.
It really just depends.
Misty's
but-
a water.
It just depends on if you're getting video game Misty or TV show Misty, because I feel like it would be Togepi.
Well,
She carries
I
a
mean-
little egg around everywhere.
I don't know.
I'm more
knows?
excited about the Nike.
Plus,
collab.
Brock would probably be Geodude.
Rock.
Yeah. Nike.
Yeah, the Nike one's the one I'm more excited about. I hate that they drop a random announcement a year prior to anything happening, and then we don't hear about it until
yeah.
whenever. So
I think that's gonna be cool though to see, like, because they came out with the Lego and Adidas collab, which was really, or was it Adidas or was
Yeah, it was
Adidas?
Adidas.
It was Adidas. That was cool. repping. Hoodies down here at the bottom.
Oh, I only got that.
I would definitely love to build a pair of Air Force Ones, though. I would love that Nike collab.
I love sneakers. They're my other thing that I like to collect for the most part. So if there's any Lego shoe that's the sneaker coming out from Nike, I'm gonna be snagging for sure. Any apparel, yes. And then afterwards, if they did a line of sneakers, I think it would be amazing because the sneaker world is another realm of itself. The Adidas one I never built because I don't like the shoe personally, but the Nike shoes out there, imagine building a Jordan 4 out of it, or 1985 Jordans.
I definitely think they'll be coming out with the shoe, but then I think they'll also come out with something along the lines of, like you said, a set of headphones or something associated kind of similar within the brand of Nike, not just sticking with their shoes.
Yeah.
They'll have you build the checkmark logo.
Yeah, it'd be like a big,
a swish,
a mosaic style,
A big
swoosh or something.
I kind of wonder if they'll have also build the Jordan.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I'm curious. Man. That's a question because it said Nike and not Nike Jordan. So I
was going to say because Jordan owns part of that
with
the Jordans, doesn't he?
Yeah,
so he still does have very much claim.
Yeah.
So I don't think it'll do anything with Jordan involved. I don't believe so because
I think it'll be a Nike Dunk probably. In all honesty,
I mean, let's be real. That family's still racking in all the money they can.
Steady.
Oh, dude,
they don't have to care in the world out there. Jordan.
Generational wealth was the smartest thing that mother did.
Oh, have you seen the movie Air?
Yes.
I love the fact that it was Viola Davis.
Yeah,
Viola Davis played the mom, but I just love that she made that deal. She was like, I want him to get every single sale that comes out of this brand, and he was like, sure. They racked it up, and I was like, that is long-term planning for damn sure.
And it's never going to end because this year alone, there's been 6 pairs of Jordans dropped because they just keep changing colorways.
Oh yeah,
it's the same shoe, just different color.
That's too late. Take that off.
No complaint. I love all the colors, but it's just
it's like Lego, same set, different size.
That's like with Star Wars.
I was gonna say it's specifically Star 100%. Wars. It's a Millennium Falcon, but it's got different figures.
This is a black.
It's Luke's X-wing, but it's different.
Hey, it's a great Dorito, but it's got new figs.
It's a giant Venator's class Star Destroyer, but it's only got 2 figures.
It's $1,000 gray ball, but it's got 40 figs in it.
Oh my god! One of my friends reached out to me in North Carolina, who's a huge Star Wars fan, and he was like, "Are you gonna get it?" And I'm like, "I want to see what this thing looks like first, and I will judge based on that. If I could just get the figs, then great."
I heard 20 of them are gonna be just stormtroopers or whatever, though. Half of them are just stormtroopers.
I can only imagine Palpatine, Vader, Luke from episode 6, the
probably an Imperial
guard, 2 of them, a bunch of stormtroopers is definitely on the mark. Maybe Lando. Yeah, maybe Lando, just because he was in that whole little process. Admiral Akbar, maybe.
It's a trap.
Akbar might be if they do a good GWP and they build his little seat, chair seat.
Ooh, Yularen and Krennic are rumored. That's not a bad one. Well, are we talking about the Death Star from episode 6? Or are we talking about episode?
It's probably going to be the old one where you have scenes from the different movies, because I think you can't. There's not enough scenes in one movie to really build a full Death Star with scenes in it.
I'm also just curious on the atrocious size it's going to be. Like how many pieces? Number one,
for it to be $1,000, even if it has a lot of minifigs, it still has to have a lot of pieces.
It's got to be. It's gonna be more than the Eiffel Tower. It's got to be more than 1,000 pieces. It's got to be over 10,000 piece.
What is the diameter of the current largest
Death Star? That one's 2.
Well, the Death Star I've got 2 feet right now back here.
Okay.
So are we saying almost double? Are we going 3.5 feet to 4?
I'm betting it's going to be Millennium Falcon size. I bet it's going to be 3 feet.
And that's the thing too. With the Millennium Falcon, it was.
Where do you store that?
That's the problem, though. Is 3 feet is too
with that much weight, you're gonna have to like use like.
I'll get a
heavy-duty-
cross beam and an eyelet. Don't you?
I don't
worry.
like super glue and Lego, but that's gonna have to be a super glue Lego.
It's
yeah,
I don't touch Star Wars, so like even like the other day I brought up like a bulk haul like 110 pounds of Lego, and I sorted through it all, and there was a ton of Star Wars figs. So then I Google lensed all of them, broke them down, and I learned so much about Star Wars minifigs that it hurts my head because I'm like the amount of money some of those figs was atrocious. Then I look at the set that they came in, and the used cost of the set was less than like one of the figs in it. And I'm like, what?
Yep.
What? Like, it's dumb. There was one that was in there, it was like $112 Canadian for the fig. And I'm like, why? Because then I found one looked just like it. I'm like, do I have two of these? They're like, no, this leg was different. So it was $60. And I'm like,
That's the mysterious Qui-Gon right now. If you can find what's wrong with his face or whatever,
It's a different color.
One's off colored and he's
reddish
an
brown,
insane
one's
amount.
dark brown.
I gotta let my dog out, folks. Give me a sec.
you know, like all the different stormtroopers and
Happy
other,
Meal.
like all of them. I'm like trying to like Google lens it, and it could be this one, or this one. And I'm like,
So something to recommend for you then. Drop Google Lens and start using a website called Brick Nite.
Brick Nite? Okay, all right, let's know.
It,
I only use
it,
it for when I get
it will
bulk.
actually pull the picture up of it. I mean, if you're missing the pants or missing the shirt, it'll give you like the correct what it should be kind of thing based off the torso.
Yeah, I got it on here.
And then it'll also give you the Bricklink website. Like you can literally click on it and it'll take you straight to the Bricklink page. It has all the info for it.
I just saved it as a tab on my phone here. Thanks for that. Because like I end up getting, so I paid $200. I drove, it was like 9:30, and I'm like scrolling marketplace, and this lady had a bunch of bulk and a couple built sets, like quite a few built sets, whatever. So I messaged her and I'm like, is this still available? She posted like 30 seconds ago. I'm like, cool. Like, where are you located? Which is like a 40-minute drive for me. So I like roll over to my wife. I'm like, hey, I'm leaving. I'll be back in about an hour and a half. She's like, what? I'm like, Lego. So I had to bring my own bins. She's like, can you please bring your own bins? I don't want to, give you my bins. Cool. I brought 2 large bins thinking it'll be enough. I get there in the picture. She's like, I didn't actually take a picture of everything. And I'm like, so poured all the loose Lego into it, and then all the sets she put separately, whatever. And I came home. I weighed the 2 bins. It was 111 pounds of Lego.
Wow. For $200?
$200 Canadian, which is like 150 for you guys American.
Yeah, that's a steal.
So I was like, I dumped it all out. My son loves to sort. So he likes to sort by color. And then he knows there's one bin for just minifig parts, heads, everything. So I started going through and like, there's a ton of Star Wars in here. And knowing that Star Wars is its own realm of stupid
Yeah, exactly.
I start telling my son, like, anything figs, just put it in there. I sold the figs alone for $1,200, which was 2/3 value of what they actually were off Bricklink used. And I'm like, so my buddy who runs the store or whatever, I'm like, listen, I'll be honest. I paid this much. I looked every fig up. These are complete, no cracks, nothing, blah, blah, blah. This lot of figs here was like just under $2,000. Okay. So I said, I'll sell you at $1,200. So you have an $800 kind of realm to kind of play with. Right. And then I said, all the extra stuff that's here with figs, you can have it on topics. I'm done looking through stuff. The built sets were all like the old Burrow from Harry Potter, the old Hogwarts Express. They were all built. So I sold that lot for like $250. Okay. Then the Star Wars sets, there was all the micro fighters that I found with no figs. I sold the figs with the other stuff. Sold that for like $80. I walked away last week over spring break with probably clearing like $3,000. And I sold everything way below value just because of Star Wars. And it baffled me how much I learned about Star Wars. And I'm so happy I don't collect Star Wars.
Yep,
Same.
And that's why I
You
won't
just have to be collecting it for the last 25 years, like some of us. And
Right? That's the difference. But I started Lego super late. And
That's fair.
I appreciate Star Wars. I had the original trilogy. I loved it. I watched all the way till, let's see, Anakin's pod race. And then he took out all the kids. I think the last Star Wars I've ever seen is when he took out all the kids.
Oh my god.
Like that's
wait,
right. So I know there's been a ton more, but I just never was part of like things I watched. So I didn't want to catch up. So when I started Lego, I was like, no, I'm not really feeling Star Wars. And I'm so happy my brain said, don't go that way. Because I would want to catch up. And there's no way to catch up with that unless you're a bajillionaire.
you could.
And to me, it's an oversaturated market side with it, with the fans and what is available. Like
But see, they're just going to keep
everybody
re-releasing the
Star
same
Wars
sets. You could just keep buying them.
Listen, if I ever have a bulk thing of gray, that means I own every single Star Wars set. Let's get real.
Makes for a good mountain.
So I love to get those deals though, and then purposely take those sets apart and just put them in my inventory.
Oh.
Just be like, no, nobody else is rebuying these Star Wars sets. I'm taking the parts and scrapping it.
There was so many figs, you guys.
Evil.
And I almost got like sick of looking them up and stuff too, because I'm like, but then there were some that I was like, how, like, what makes this so? It came in a 300-piece set, literally, and I'm like, cool. So this set was like $90, but then the one fig was $110 by itself, and I'm like, this doesn't make sense to me. So is Star Wars bought for figs now? Like you just buy sets?
The only thing that's worth money, set wise, in my opinion, is like Cloud City. But even then, it's only worth money if you have all the figs with it. Like unless it's a complete set with like you've got the box and everything, it's better off to just worry about figs only.
Well, I looked up if it was the cost of it to brick that together without the figs, that Cloud City, because I was curious that like I started playing with like those really dumb priced ones that are retired. Oh. Without the figs in Star Wars, a lot of those sets are really easy and cheap to put together because there's not a lot of expensive parts. They're like
my son common parts
from Minecraft or whatever. They're like the $800, $900 one from Minecraft because he's loving Minecraft. And I looked it up. I'm like, these look like a lot of common parts. Like I probably could brick it together without the minifigs and take out some of those exclusive parts. And I did. It was like, I looked at the thing, it was like $300, $400 Canadian with all the shipping from different stores, Bricklink, to get the parts to get it done. And I'm like, that or a used $800, $900 one, I'm like, not worth it.
I think that's the unfortunate part about like, I think I talked to Jake about this too with, don't get me wrong, I love Lego Star Wars. It is my favorite set theme out there and people get judged. I don't care. Mohawk. But at the end of the day, it's really hard. Like you mentioned earlier, you have to be a bajillionaire to catch up to a lot of the sets that they're coming out with because they're coming out in like every 2 to 3 month spurts. And there's so many of them.
And wait till next month.
And that's the worst part. Like I went to the store and I was going through Target. I went through the Lego aisle and I was like, oh man, I got to get this Lego Star Wars set. When does it retire? Next month. And I'm like, what the? I haven't even gotten this yet. And it's only been out for like 8 months.
I think if I ever did want to go Star Wars, I think I'd only buy the helmets. I find them very nice in terms of like a good build / displayable piece itself. But I wouldn't go after getting. I mean, UCS would be great. If you had every UCS set, that's a different story too. Like that was, but you don't have the money. Like I wouldn't have the money for it. But it'd be the helmets. They're fairly well priced when they come out retail. Even the retired ones, minus like
one. Yeah, space for the UCS sets.
That's the other thing. You need a whole house for just the UCS sets. They keep like the giant gray horse thingy, the AT347, whatever it is called.
AT, yeah.
Yeah, the giant gray horse. Like you need a whole wall for that thing. And then beside it's one basketball it plays with, a Death Star looking thingy. Okay. Then you have Han Solo's like UFO. Like how like Squatch Bricks, I love him to pieces. His storage room is crazy cool. But I'm like, bud, where do you have space? Like he just built the Venator, he just built the giant turd that just came out. I have many names.
Large.
I think he's become my new best friend.
like how do you have space for these things? And all they keep doing is making them bigger. Like
now, I will say that I do enjoy building a Star Wars big Star Wars ship, so to speak, for the build experience of like the way they'll do connections and stuff. But color usage and all that is so boring. So I just do rainbow builds of them. It's so much more fun then.
I think one I would like to see it remade that they haven't, which I'm shocked about. I like the look of it, is the Ewok Village. Like to me, that one, it looks unique. It doesn't look Star Wars to me. It looks like I can go put that if I want to make a jungle theme or something. And I love the little Ewok guys.
So yeah, and you see how expensive that set is now?
It's dumb price. Here, like even if the one used here is dumb. And they sell.
I got one.
Oh God. You gonna share it?
It's out there on this. Here's the one thing about that thing. It is breakable beyond breakable because it is all light brown, reddish brown or whatever it's called. So you breathe on that thing, it breaks. So no, it does not move.
Stay still.
It stays. You don't touch it. You don't look at it. You don't breathe on it.
You don't even sneeze. You don't want to sneeze.
No.
I don't even think you want to talk in the vicinity of it.
Yeah. Don't say its name. It's like saying Voldemort. Like just
no. It's like brown pieces. That is
click.
Right.
Breaks.
Did you speak my name?
OTD.
OTD.
Breaky.
I'm sorry, when we can speak Huttese and Ewok on here, that's great.
Oh, good times.
Oh my god.
Do you have the giant Hogwarts castle since you're a avid Harry Potter?
That was
fan?
my first ever Lego set. So when COVID hit, I didn't have Lego as a kid. I grew up playing like high-end sports, like was the thing. So when COVID hit and I wasn't able to play sports or coach, I got really bored at home. So I started TikTok, number one. Just don't know why I did that. And then I was walking past the store. It wasn't even a Lego store. And I was like, what is this? And I've been a Harry Potter fan forever. I remember walking in and I bought it. Didn't even think twice about it. Came home, first yellow bag. My wife goes, what's that? I bought a Lego set. She's like 8.5 months pregnant with my first kid. She goes, why? I'm like, I don't know. Bought one. Build this one and display it and call it a day. Built it. Fell in love with it. Obviously, it's now my whole personality. And then I added 20,000 pieces to it. I made a 25,000 piece Hogwarts for it. Did my convention. So, and then it's the only set I've ever bought twice. So I have it again sealed in box. I'm going to build this summer. It's like that nostalgic,
nice.
It got me there. And I think it's my favorite set of all time because of that. Like the build's great too, don't get me wrong. And it's nostalgia, but like to me, it's what got me into it. And then my first convention was with that. Like, it was just like, it has such a like nice place in the heart for me that I like, when I moved into the new place here, I'm like, I'm not going to build any sets anytime soon. I'm not going to build anytime like new sets or whatever. I said, I'm going to focus on some mosaics. I'm working with businesses right now with collabs. And then I was like, first off, I don't know how it hasn't retired that set. Don't understand how it's still on the shelf. I'm like, you know what? If I sell some stuff in a flip, I'm going to go pick it up. Right. So it'll be new money, not old money. Flipped it. I got the Diagon Alley, obviously, and that one sitting there. And then one of my followers bought me the new burrow that's coming right away as a class. I'm excited to build those, and I want to get Gringotts, but I'm really upset that the big Hogwarts Express somehow retired already. I didn't know it did, and now it's going for like some money in the secondary market. And I'm never gonna get it again, which kind of sucks. But
are you planning to get like the midi scale Diagon Alley?
No, my theory is if I get the bigger one, there's no need for the smaller one. I try my best to now, because I sold my entire collection off, I got a little more, not budget conscious, but like peculiar on what I want to build.
Later, Papa G.
So for that one, no, I thought about getting that one in the smaller Hogwarts instead, because my Lego room here isn't as large as my previous one.
Yeah.
But then obviously buying the bigger castle, I was like, it has to have Diagon Alley. And now this rumored Hogsmeade that's coming out in September, that's the same size as Diagon Alley. I'm like, well, I've got to get that. So I think I'm just going to hyper focus on anything like UCS when it comes to Harry Potter as like set to buy, and then go from there. But I don't love building small stuff and individually, like the little itty bitties. So yeah,
I feel like
it says the guy who's got a gigantic mosaic on his wall that he's slowly one by one dots at a time assembling.
Don't even ask me why I started mosaic.
I know you're playing.
I set a goal this year to place over 250,000 studs in mosaics, and I think I'm going to hit it before like July.
Nice.
So, like the one mosaic's 57,000 studs by itself that I'm doing right now.
Good God.
It's 9 feet long. And I'm like, why am I doing this? Like, why? So I haven't touched that one in like 2 weeks. And the business is like, hey, have you built more? I'm like, no, my fingers are still recuperating from the day I went like 8 hours straight putting stuff on there.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it'll make your fingers bleed.
And I'm doing those NBA ones daily where I do a daily tile. Because I was going to crush them out really quick. I'm like, well, my fingers are going to die if I do this. So I just build one tile per day for the 360 days. And my fingers are thanking me generally because it's just like quick, like 15 minutes of it.
Yeah.
And I have a series now, obviously, I can just drag out for an entire year.
Oh, that's going to be awesome. Oh,
so, yeah.
my God.
Smart.
It's been fun. We're at what, day 150 something?
No, today is exactly 180. We are halfway done.
I was gonna say I thought we were about halfway.
Yeah, we're halfway done now, which is I probably could have crushed those all 20 players out in like nowhere to lie, like a week, right? So my wife's like, you build so fast and then you want more stuff. Like, how about you just enjoy the journey? And I'm like, oh, she's right. Sure. And I'm like, you're right. And then I started counting how many tiles it was. And I'm like, 360 tiles. I could do one a day for a year. And it's actually helped me with my patience of things too, rather than trying to like crush one out. Yeah. So it's been nice and spinning the wheel, not knowing what I'm going to build that day. Like today I built one random, which was like a bunch of like the same color. So some are boring days, some are more like intricate ones, but it's been good.
Yeah.
So
that's too cool. I don't know if I'd have the patience for that one.
It's
I can't really say much. There's two stud mosaics back here, but
yeah,
like I decided to blast those out in a matter of hours.
I just got the parts. Got the parts for the giant crest, the Hogwarts crest.
So nice!
I want to do that one on the wall. I don't have as much space, like I said, in my previous Lego room, so I think it's another reason I went to mosaics as well. As I had wall space, in the new place, and I like the Harry Potter ones. I'm building like the 4 feet tall, like Harry Potter book covers. I'm building. Yeah. Each of those is 15,000 pieces, and I've built the first 5 books that are on my wall, so they're 4 feet tall by 2.5 feet wide.
Nice.
So I'm halfway done book 6 right now, which I thought finding the books with that specific cover on them would be easy. Like, so I just wanted to rebuy the series. It is not. It is not. They've remade that book cover too many times to count.
Oh my God. There's the original ones that came
that's
out.
The ones I'm building. Yeah, like the original UK.
There's the original UK printed art pieces. Then there was the mural based ones where you can connect all the books, and it just basically created a mural world where Nagini is practically in all of them.
Yeah, somehow just rips through them.
Nagini rips through all the books, and of course Harry's in each and every one of them. And then they came out with house specific ones.
Oh, there's way more of that. Like I looked, there's even some collector's ones that there was a stunning one it's written in German though. So this series, but it's like gold, like legit, like it's tasseled in gold throughout the entire thing, and it's stunning. But to get the series is $2,000.
So taking a little step back from Lego, but still into the Harry Potter realm, how do you feel about the casting for the new HBO series?
I want to press. I have this question. A bunch of us Potter fans talk about this often. I want to pre-talk and say that I am all for inclusion. I'm all for anyone in the community playing anything. My issue being when it comes to movies or stories that come from a book, where you have described characters and you have like that is what I see when I read the book. To me, whoever plays Alan Rickman's character Snape will never ever do the justice. They could be the best actor of all time. They're never gonna do justice, because when I read Harry Potter, I saw Alan Rickman before Alan Rickman played Alan Rickman.
Yeah,
like played Snape. So I know we're trying to be more, for lack of better, woke about things and inclusive, and we want to have people of color, and there's just some parts that we got to be okay with being okay with the original.
Yeah,
we see it with Disney, we see it with Harry Potter now. As long as they don't screw the storyline up, I honestly overly don't care who they cast in most things. The hard part with Harry Potter being so near and dear to me is that they did such a bang up job with casting so many characters perfectly. Like I can't find another series where I read the books and I'm like, you know what? There's not many characters I look at that they didn't cast to like what I envisioned when I read the books.
No,
so,
they did it like
Alan Rickman should have been a bigger dick though.
I think
he should have bullied the shit out of Harry. That would have been funny to see.
I think the thing though, like when you step back and take a look at it, like a lot of folks are right though. They have their opinion to the fact that stick with the content. Don't fray away from the book. Like in comics, like comics is different though, because with comics you can redraw a character to be whoever the hell you want it to be. Like Perry White. Whenever Superman came out, Perry White, old white dude who owned a newspaper business. Now a lot of the animated features, or even in the live action movies, he's African American. He's a black man. Like hell, they had the Snyderverse, and Perry White was Lawrence Fishburne, for crying out loud.
Yeah.
So like I feel like with Harry Potter, it's so established in our livelihood. Like I mean, the books came out in the 90s, and then they came out with the films like at the end of the 90s into the 2000s.
Yeah.
And when you think of casting, the first bit should be who are the characters that have so much more effect on media, and Snape is definitely one of those characters.
Yep.
And I feel like I have nothing wrong at all with race. It's just stick to what you've described the character as. Like,
you're not changing the book. And like my next worry too is as a Harry Potter fan, we never really asked for a remake. I don't think a lot of us want it a remake. And with HBO taking it on, like I'm curious on the realm they're going to go, because HBO is definitely more on the drama, the intensity, which is going to be. I'm curious about how they write that piece. But I think I would have rather seen a 6-8 episode HBO of Snape's backstory.
Yeah.
For example, like break that down. I think a lot of people there's so many things, Dumbledore's backstory. We could look at things like that, or Voldemort. Like you could have done 5 or 6 main characters where you have enough fan fiction, you have enough writers out there that have really, really put together a timeline of these characters. And you could have done a 6 to 8 episode like mini series, like we've seen before the HBO and HBO Max doing, where you really could have done justice to the series and really adapted it into more than it is. I think the repeat I'm curious about. I have all the faith in the world they're going to do a great job of it, but I would have rather, as a Harry Potter fan, seen something a little different that we don't know from the book, because the world's not going anywhere. Like in terms of Harry Potter world, I always joke about this. I'm not. One of my mosaics, you have to guess the characters, and I'll say one of them on there now because people are going to guess, is J.K. Rowling. Okay. Yeah. And obviously I need to press this as well, like preset this as well when I do post it at that point when they see who it is, because obviously she's definitely made a name for herself in a negative light of the world. Yeah. My thing is that woman created a world for me as a kid that was the world I disappeared into. And that's the only thing I think about when I think J.K. Rowling. Do I agree with any other thing in the world she has? No. But could I pick one character from Harry Potter and say, like, that's the reason I love Harry Potter? No. I love the author for creating this ginormous world that she created where I disappeared into it. And then I'm now 30-something years old, and I still love anything that is Harry Potter. So my son's into it too right now, and I love that he loves it. He just watched the first 2 movies with me recently. I bought the illustrated cover versions for him, the novels, and we read those. Yeah. So, like, to me, it's never going to be not part of my life. And I wish they would just do more than just repeat.
10 for 10 recommend the illustrated.
Yeah, copies. I did not expect Moto to be in here. I just saw his name pop up. I was like, this is fake. I was like, Moto. Oh my gosh, this is awesome.
The Founder series was good on the yeah, like I said, there is Galen, there is definitely like a bunch, and fan fiction still out there being written by, and good fan fiction about.
I definitely would love to. I sorry, I didn't mean to interject there. I would have definitely loved to see like the Deathly Hallows in a more live action version of it, just because they did do an animated, like they didn't like just 3D animated piece of it in the movie. Yeah, I'd like that to go like delve deeper into that.
Could have been its mini series itself. It could have been. You could have done.
I want a freaking end to Fantastic Beast. I love those movies. I want to see the duel between Dumbledore and Grindelwald.
Right? And they're not going to.
And it's because they shot the bed.
Oh, the last one was absolutely atrocious.
The last one was terrible.
They tried to make it Mads Malkin instead of Johnny Depp's Grindelwald.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Whatever his name is. He's a good villain, but Grindelwald was that weird.
I'm sorry, he makes a better Galen Erso than he does a
exactly. He's an educated villain, not a madman like Grindelwald.
Well, Galen Erso wasn't really a madman. He was just a guy who was forced to be built.
I didn't say he was a madman. I said
or a bad guy or a villain.
He was. You don't build something called the Death Star and not know what you're signing up for, okay? He realized it too late, and that's why he created the shaft, okay? That's the whole thing.
Money, I'm gonna just do whatever. Like,
you do not down Mads. $1 to build a Death Star. I'll go out there and design a Death Star.
Right? Like, I don't even call it a Death Star. Pointy thing. We're good.
You want to put that thing on your resume? I'll put that on my resume.
Well, I like how he calls it the Death Star, and then the plan to actually destroy it is called Starlight. So there's that.
No, whatever. It's Stardust.
Is it Stardust? Oh my god. There's so much going on.
Galen has big feelings right now.
But yes, I really enjoyed the Fantastic Beasts movies. I don't know if you did as well, but like the whole Johnny Depp thing screwed them over. They tried to rewrite it and make it like, and a lot of people were mad because they recasted him, because everybody was like, Johnny Depp. Everybody knew Johnny Depp was in the right, but
yeah. Sorry, Galen.
That whole thing, they torched themselves, and now they've dumpster fired those movies. And I was like, we got that taste at the end of the movie where Grindelwald and him were fighting, and I'm like, holy shit! Like in a final movie, these two versus each other is going to be something fantastic. With like,
and then we're never going to get it.
We're never going to get it. No, because the thing Harry Potter series really lacked is some true crazy duels, because they were limited. And that's okay. And in
Yeah,
Fantastic
it's almost
Beasts,
a
we
journey.
saw a lot more. You're using the things around you. You're like morphins, like real magic, and that's kind of like that was what I was vibing in those. So I can.
I mean, maybe they'll do that in the remake of the series. Who knows? Because I mean,
I think they're going to. I feel like it's going to be, for lack of better words, a darker look at it. In all honesty, HBO's been known to do that.
I think it's funny though. The moment that Harry Potter got dark for me was the third film, because like the first and the second movies had a brighter tone. It was great, lit up, and then the third movie came out, and their intro just like diving into Harry's room. It was just dark.
You felt it.
I mean,
oh, you felt it. The moment you hear like the Horcrux screeching on one of the intros, I was like, oh my god, the nails! Like it felt like nails on a chalkboard. I was
but
like,
you guys didn't think it was dark when this 11-year-old boy killed his teacher with no remorse in the first movie?
No.
That man committed murder before the age of 12. No remorse. He's like, oh, this hurts him? Face.
He's like, you 2 spells at that point.
I mean, it was a
Didn't
learning
cast a single
process with
spell
magic.
in that movie. Killed a teacher by the end of
Hey,
it.
when Guardian Leviosa was in there, calm down.
He didn't cast it though.
No, he just drawn it.
it's Leviosa, not
Leviosa.
Leviosa.
Straight up murdered a man before the age of 12.
Dark Knight.
What is
No
this
remorse.
Hit the stone.
I can see that. Stop, Ron. I can see that. Harry Potter coming up to a freaking Death Eater by the throat with the wand. Where is it? Where's the Horcrux?
But it's funny, even the first one too. It's like we put all these spells for bad people not to get through. 3 first year just walk through the entire thing pretty much. Like, this is the worst
We should
security
play
feature ever.
chess. Chess is so hard, nobody could get through that.
No one's gonna beat a chess game. It's on beginner level.
A poor ginger.
Once I make my move, you're free to check the king.
I will say, also in the series, I hope we get book Ron instead of movie Ron.
Agreed.
What is it?
There are certain character quirks that you hope carry over. It's just like
Out of the 3 main characters, I feel he was the closest to what I call a miss.
yeah,
Because like Emma Watson did Hermione justice,
she did.
and then Daniel Radcliffe, unfortunately, he tried to get out of that role of being Harry Potter afterwards and try other things. And sorry, buddy, you only to everyone will be Harry Potter.
It's like Ewan McGregor. So we want fucking Kenobi.
There's
It's
only-
Harry fucking Potter. Anywhere he goes, it's why is Harry Potter playing a dead man that's supposed to be a Swiss Army knife? I don't really like the one guy's like he's farting and he's riding him across the I forget what that movie was called. Swiss Army Man. It's where Daniel Radcliffe is like a zombie.
Yeah. No, I got you.
And he makes him a boat and he lights like a match behind him and he's passing gas. He's like floating across the water.
I'm not rich.
I'm not.
I never watched it because it looked so terrible.
Well, do you not remember him in the movie Akimbo?
No.
Daniel Radcliffe was in a movie where guns were stapled or drilled into his hands, and it was basically called Akimbo, and he just had these bolted pistols to his hands. Daniel Radcliffe was in a bunch of weird movies after Harry Potter was done with. He was just in a lot of weird projects.
Well, he was in that play where everybody saw his penis. There was a play where he was naked in or something.
This is where it becomes the at-night part of Brick Nite.
Cursed child?
I say you said everyone, and I have not seen this said video.
If you went to go see this play,
I don't know. I feel like everyone is just the one screen up that way.
You can see his wrong.
That way.
I'm pretty hardcore Harry Potter fan, but I haven't.
I
seen
don't
this
see
thing going on.
plays, but I know there's a play out there.
Jake got to see his Elder Wand in his Chamber of Secrets.
And Harry grabbed his wand and pointed it at Ginny. Accio Bob.
See, Galen, this is the roommate you don't have to worry about in Chicago.
Yep, and now Ken no longer has a roommate.
Oh, I still got a roommate. I ain't like that, though. Jake escalated it.
Ask me about Daniel Radcliffe's sweetheart.
Man, that movie is a classic too. Jeez. The
Hi,
Self-Funded Institute
my
of
name
Knowledge.
is Jake. I talk in pop movie culture
I
references.
love it.
Not only that, though, Daniel Radcliffe has a card in Cards Against Humanity.
He
It
does.
is true.
He does.
Yes, for his asshole.
It still loses to Helen Keller though, so
No, that one. So the Harry Potter one that I had when I was playing, someone beat me with black tar heroin, and I was like, "Damn it!"
I have
I
the
know,
Marvel against
Never
Marvel.
win.
this is gonna sound terrible.
I
was
have
at a
heard of it.
doctor's
I have not
office
seen
the other
it.
day, and there was a Helen Keller quote posted on a wall, and I'm like, people quote Helen Keller?
I'm gonna go.
We're gonna cut him off.
sheep.
We're gonna cut him off.
Yeah,
Right
we're just straight.
now. We're gonna cut him.
I was
Ladies
like,
and gentlemen, that was Brick and Jake. Folks, we're coming back to our regularly scheduled programming where he gets brought in.
I don't get it.
No, you don't get to say it. You get
We
to
cut
say
you
your
off for
one
a
dad
reason.
joke and that's it. That's it. You're cut off.
What quote though?
Well, what did it say?
It was words. It wasn't beep boop bop boop bop.
Oh God.
Nothing. I would have accepted nothing.
Yeah, I don't even.
That's
That's what I was trying to hint at for him. I was trying to save him.
That's what I don't get. I'm just
Ladies and gentlemen, this is the season finale of Brick Nite.
Yeah, this may be our last episode.
Cancel.
This may be the last episode that we ever have. However, if you do see a season 10 and you just see Brick and Jake missing, you understand why. Jake, this is the video we're going to be putting on. This is
I
the video.
will
social media.
remember you.
Oh, dude, I am taking your image, black and white, with a nice black fade around it, in memory of
Chili peas.
Alone
Brick
we
and
can do
Jake,
so
also
little.
known as
Together
Lego
we
Jake.
can do so much.
Oh, too funny.
Oh my god.
My face
Oh my
hurts.
god.
Yeah,
This
my
man-
Okay, I was watching Family Guy and they made fun of her where they're like, "Oh, Helen Keller went here," and like,
Oh
when they were
yeah,
visiting
blame
Harvard,
Family Guy.
and they're like, and Helen's like smoking a cigarette, like, "Man, Helen, you're really at Harvard for a full ride." She's like, "Yeah, I got these idiots you out of the palm of my hands." And they're like, "Oh, watch out, the headmistress is coming," and she like puts her cigarette out, and she's like, "Hi, Helen," and she's like, "Boop, boop." And then like the professor walks by and she's like,
I am done. Oh god.
Oh.
Oh my
"I'm on a Helen
god.
Keller retirement over here. Somebody cut me off."
PNG's music for the Oscars.
Oh, too funny.
I'm
My
hot.
cheeks, like my
I'm
cheeks
sweaty.
hurt.
I'm red
Same.
from laughter over here.
That's how you know it's a good
Jake,
time
you're-
when your face hurts.
Jake does better with baseball on. He's focused on baseball than he is the podcast.
No, the Yankees lost at 3:00 in the afternoon today because they're idiots.
Oh damn, never mind. Yeah, no, he may have a little right to be the way he is right now.
Too funny.
May have a little bit of a right to act the way he does right now. Oh my god. Jake, I swear to God, bro. This is why I love you, man.
That's good stuff.
It's like, didn't expect that joke to come out today.
Just like
Papa
if
G
you
had to
do
leave
it
the chat.
100.
He knew what was going down.
Uh-huh.
I should have expected this when he hit us out of left field with the dad joke first thing.
Oh my
I have an MLB subscription. That's how I watched it, and I was very unhappy with the Yankees. They suck right now, but we have no pitching.
No, inexcusable. Well, sorry, Galen. I'm sorry. That's my brick
I got
bestie. What you gonna do?
Professor Brickman,
Yes.
which Lego series of Harry Potter do you like? Because right now I'm set on the latest ones where they're easier to build together, I feel like. Or they're partial series you prefer. I know a few years ago they tried to do it, but they didn't really connect, I feel like. Like these ones, they're boxes you can stack and like.
I like the idea that the new theme is like the new line is where you can buy bits and pieces of Diagon Alley, for example, or buy bits and pieces of like the castle. So you don't have to go spend all at once, for example, like the $500, $600 to get the big guys. I think that it allows for a bigger realm of people to buy, obviously, for the theme with a licensed theme like that. And it's not really something other themes are doing, which is cool to see. Like, I don't know, off the top of my head, I can think of like Lord of the Rings doesn't do it, or Disney, it really doesn't do it. Okay, Star Wars just repeats itself, as we talked about earlier. So I like that portion. Myself being the builder that I am, I only buy like bigger sets. So I'm okay spending that one-time purchase of like $500 to get like the UCS Hogwarts or the UCS Diagon Alley, because I build for display, not for play, is how I always say it for me. And I find a lot of the newer stuff is definitely geared toward kids more, I would say. That's why they're trying to price it a little bit better for families to afford in the Lego realm of licensed sets. But yeah.
I did get the Diagon Alley and Green Gots. I thought those were so cool.
Green Gots is on the list of a rebuy because I had it in my old collection, but I'm going to wait and grab it before it retires, obviously. But yeah, it's a great build.
Just got to wait till September for some double XP. I'm sure they'll have some Harry Potter discounts on it.
Well, yeah, but I'm going to want that double XP for the new Hogsmeade that they're talking about right now, that I'm like super excited to have it like a village itself for Hogsmeade in the UCS style build like the Diagon Alley.
I've got the old Hogsmeade, the Christmas one with Mooney and stuff from recent years, but yeah, I need some big one. Yeah, Hogsmeade's just cool. Have you played Hogwarts Legacy at all?
I have actually. That was the reason I bought an Xbox.
That is 100% a fair reason, because that's a badass game.
I started playing it and then work got busy, so my goal, because I think another one came out, if I remember correctly, or
it's coming out next year or something.
So I do this summer, want to like crush it out, and I kind of want to do it on a live. So I'll kind of be on Instagram live playing it and like watch it, because I started playing it, I fell in love with it. It just brought me back into the world itself with a new unique storyline. So I legit have never really been a gamer. Saw that, I'm like, well, I gotta go buy an Xbox now.
It's fair. But Ginger Lady, when it first came out, we used to have lives like together on Discord where we'd sit there and talk while we're playing. We're like, ooh, I'm flying over Hogsmeade right now and talking through. It was so much fun. I'm doing a replay where I'm in Hufflepuff right now because I did my first round through Ravenclaw.
Nice.
So I'm like,
I bought the Harry Potter Lego game as well, like the old ones. I'm like, these are wicked cool as well. So I have that. It's like, I don't have a lot of games, but definitely have those ones. So
I'm trying to reach over. I was trying to reach over to Mohawk, give him a high five.
Nope, still going
the wrong way.
There we go.
Stop trying to slap Supa.
I know this whole thing keeps messing with me.
It's like, what happened on the live? Supa just got this shit smacked out of her.
Hey,
I'm recording it for your
yeah.
Oh my god.
Soon for everything he's got.
Love the transition though, by the way. Great job.
Cleaned it up real good.
This is what we do in show business, ladies and gentlemen. We wing it.
Loving it.
I'm getting chewed up in the private chat, people.
Had to cut you off screen real quick, like
Season 10, no Brick and Jake.
Gee,
We're gonna have a list. There's gonna be a list of topics Jake can't talk about.
Yep.
Pie.
Oh, dude, it's gonna be a briefing.
Keller.
Jake disappeared.
Never again.
Oh, too funny.
God, I love how just everyone's cheeks are hurting from that situation.
Like legit. Like,
oh God,
I got way too passionate. I'll issue an apology publicly later, people. my fellow Lego adult friends, I apologize.
Are you trying to sound like Forrest Gump?
No, he
going
was
for Clinton.
Bill.
Jeez.
Oh,
I did not have polite
relations.
thoughts in that joke.
Oh, I thought you were trying to go for a Forrest Gump vibe there.
I mean, it's very similar.
I mean, yeah, it sounds similar. Like,
I don't know. Our viewership's never been higher right now.
Apparently, man, you might need to do a little bit more offensive jokes. Who knows? That's why we're Brick at Night and not Brick at Day.
Yeah.
I might not be a smart man, but I do know what love is. Mama always told me life is like
I do think my heavy Family Guy my Family Guy reviewing, I've been rewatching all 20-something seasons. I think that has had that effect on.
Jesus, dude.
Maybe a little.
Because that Helen Keller episode was very recent.
Oh my God.
I will go look up this Helen Keller episode when I'm done. It's just
I'm actually
after clip where it's like Helen Keller in Harvard or something.
After the podcast, we usually go on like behind the scenes crap, and you just get You get to see a different side of Jake. It's hilarious. Unfortunately, last version of Hogwarts sets because I have mocking in the scenes in Cubic.
Yeah, Brick Dad, your mocks are crazy cool.
Yes.
They are. We had him on the show last week. The Mohawks missed it.
I mean, I have already. Seen
I love you guys so much, though.
We had seen him like 3 weeks prior.
Facts.
So
we literally just saw him IRL.
IRL.
I love how everyone's doing a whole like Forrest Gump vibe right now.
Bubblegum, rat shrimp, whale shrimp.
I got shot.
shrimp anyway.
I love
That's like a box of chocolate.
got fried shrimp, bowl shrimp, shrimp gumbo, shrimp and grits.
So there's
Sometimes
a
it
Bubba
rains sideways.
There's a
and
Bubba Gump
sometimes
above the
it
Lego
goes up.
store at our mall. So it's like Lego store,
Nice.
next floor, Bubba Gump.
I love that. You can just go up and build your Lego set while you're eating shrimp.
Exactly.
That
I can
doesn't
see
sound like
it
a
though.
good mix to me. I don't want my Lego to smell like fish or shrimp.
I mean, Lego.
I also don't eat fish in my defense, but
Lego is as Lego does.
Whole new series.
Just felt like building.
Bumpy Brick.
I built my
bricks.
first set, and then I bought another one.
I built me a girlfriend because Jenny done left me.
And I just
felt
kept
like
building and building.
Build, Jake, build.
And then one day, I was tired of building.
So I
They
built
gotta
some
go
more.
home now.
No, I can see it now.
Oh,
Just a
no.
group of Lego TikTokers just building Lego. Well, what do we do now? I don't know.
Build more Lego.
He wipes his face. There's a brick head on it.
No, it's a minifig outline.
That's what I'm saying. That's what I mean. A minifig head.
And that day forward, that man started selling T-shirts.
What color should the minifig heads be? I don't know. I like yellow.
We got Star Wars set, Dream set, Harry Potter set.
we could do that all day. As far
I
as
feel a parody.
I'm gonna go mock now.
I'm gonna
Like,
dress
I'm
up in a
gonna
nice
go
little.
mock
I'm
now.
gonna dress up in a nice little button up and have a box of chocolates.
Oh,
I'm just gonna have a box of bricks, or I'm gonna have a pab wall box.
And
perfect.
just be sitting on a bench and holding it like this.
What you doing there? I got my pab box with me.
I got a
I'll wait
bench
on
from
the bus.
Bilbo's house.
I'm trying to go to my best friend Jake's house. We're going to Lego set.
If he's coming here, it's coming here to slap me.
Yeah. Yes.
Start with a gigantic brick head face.
Oh.
God, that just makes me think of. Now I want to watch the movie.
It's.
I taught Jake how to build a Lego set.
I think it might be my second favorite Tom Hanks movie.
After
What's the
Toy
first?
Story.
No,
Castaway.
Castaway.
Castaway, yep.
It's not The Terminal?
The Terminal was good though.
I like The Terminal. I rewatched it recently. I was like, this is a good
It's-
movie.
It's medicine for goat.
Good. I
It's
confused goat with father.
I confused goat with father. It's almost same.
Common mistake.
It's a common mistake between.
Are
our
you saying that
languages.
because you've been studying the forums every day? No. I don't read.
I do love him.
It's
and-
hard.
Goddamn Stanley Tucci. He's
What
collecting
is
the
it?
carts. We got a cart collector.
Too funny.
I felt so bad, man. He just came up to the McDonald's and kept ordering burgers for the coins that he got from the machine.
After he was eating the ketchup packets on crackers.
30 packages of ketchup.
No, I'm always between was it Castaway, Forrest Gump, Saving Private Ryan is another good one with Tom Hanks in it.
That's another one. Oh God, what is it called? It's the one where they're collecting, where they're trying to save all the art in Europe when Hitler was taking it. It's him. It's like a whole bunch of big names.
Oh,
Vinci
Monument Men.
Monument Men.
Good one.
Yeah,
Monument Men. They're trying to go and find like all the missing art like during World War II and shit like that. It's a good one.
is Moto wanting me to do like a Forrest Gump reading that?
Sounds like
that made me more
That's
think
on
of
the tram.
what's his name, Dr. Seuss. Then
Catch Me If You Can is another one.
Catch Me If You Can. Oh man, I love that. Him and Leonardo DiCaprio did really good in that one.
Sleepless in Seattle, if that's your thing. Trying to go through Tom Hanks movies now.
Big.
Bachelor Party.
Yeah.
Polar Express.
Oh yeah.
Well, he played every character.
It was Santa.
One of my
homeless guy.
first dates in my life was to that movie. I made out during it. It was fun.
Thanks for that tidbit.
It was a great movie. Great fond memories. I really paid attention.
Brick, 1 by 2 brick, 2 by 2 brick, 1 by 4 brick. There's so many. I feel like if you're reading that, you got to read it as Bubba.
Yeah, oh yeah.
There's all different kinds.
Yeah,
of bricks.
the gum.
1 by 1. You gotta throw your bottom jaw out because that dude had it under.
You gotta have a real Louisiana drawl.
There's
Raw.
1 by 1 brick, 1 by 2 brick, 2 by 2 brick. I'm not gonna do it. It's just getting too close.
My jaw hurts just like holding it out there.
Yeah, can't do it.
Especially after all the laughing I've done.
Oh yeah.
I'm just gonna see the man. I'm just if someone made Lieutenant Dan Lego brick built legs, Lego legs.
I got Lego legs.
I can't.
How you gonna be a Lego, Lieutenant Dan? You ain't got no legs.
How you gonna be a minifig, Lieutenant Dan?
You gonna be a
It's just the torso.
How you gonna play, Lieutenant Dan? You ain't got no Lego.
I know what's wrong with it. Ain't got no gas in it.
There's Lieutenant Dan. It's just the torso.
It's gonna be. Oh god.
He's gonna have an angry face.
Could you put wands in the
No.
torso?
Yeah,
The wands they're not thick enough
They
to
too
stick
small?
in. Yeah.
You could put a 1x1 stud.
No, you
with
put
a
the
hole
I
in
call
it.
it the candle piece. You put that in there. That would fit.
That's what she said.
Yeah.
No, she didn't.
I know what you're talking about.
I call it the candle piece.
She knows what she
What the hell?
Also, she said.
1 brick, 2 brick, red brick, blue brick. I do not like Mega Brick in hand. I do not like Lost Bricks. Goddamn.
Oh,
And Galen's recommending telescopes for the legs.
Oh yeah.
No,
That
it
one-
won't go in the leg. They gotta.
Oh no, it'll have to be.
bottom of the
yeah.
torso.
I mean, if you're building Lieutenant Dan, you could put him in a 2-piece gray suit. That's pretty much it because he's at the wedding like that.
I mean, you could just put a 1x2 plate on the bottom of the torso.
I
And
mean, if you're
just
going by the wedding, you
yeah.
got legs.
You can put him in a wheelchair.
You could do, you could do the 1x2. Did you say 1x2 plate and then 2 gray studs underneath? Because that's what he was wearing whenever he was on the boat.
Oh, hi, Gizmo.
Brick Dad goes just pirate legs. I'm like, well, that makes sense too.
Yar, he
My
be
brain
missing
is
them
broken.
legs.
Take a pirate leg
Brick,
apart.
brick, red brick, blue brick.
Yar, it's just all booty down there. All about timing, ladies.
Oh man.
And that's how we're gonna close out this evening. No, I'm just kidding. We still got more to go. We still got.
Yeah, we're not even halfway through.
We're not even halfway done, ladies and gentlemen. We got plenty of voices, plenty of characters, hopefully plenty of guests coming through this channel. So
Oh my
we'll
god.
pack it
You're
in.
gonna all want to come on to hear my hot topics next season. My wife, I recently learned she's never seen the Austin Powers movies, so we went through those. And one of my favorites, where the guy loses his head and he makes all the "that's no way to get a head in life." I love that joke.
I still need
Yeah.
Moto says this is halfway.
Buckle up.
Getting more risque as you go.
This is halfway. No, this is definitely not halfway. We're probably.
No,
We're gonna be here all night long. All night.
Oh, nice.
Jake might be.
Oh,
So if you
nice.
see 3 of us pop
Oh,
off screen, it's just the Jake
nice.
show after this.
He's
No,
just
I
gonna
gotta-
dance the rest of the evening for him.
I got like a lunch with the VP or the VP tomorrow. I guess I got to go to that. Yeah, look presentable. Maybe sleeves. I don't know.
Hard pass.
I guess you doing the rip off sleeves.
Fairway pass.
And 6
I did meet her at the. I went to the Atlanta United game on Saturday night, so I did meet her there, and I was wearing sleeves at least then as well.
Nice. Well, I know we have a segment and kind of leading into studs right now. I figured this would be a good time for somebody to talk about their specific segment. Let me get to the little media assets. Jake, you're on cutting us off the screens. But let's go with the segment that we didn't get to do last week that we did miss last week, and we get to do today.
You watching Brick Dad?
You get to see how it is.
Super hardcore, breaking the mold, building wild creations, watch the stories unfold. Together we'll fly through the wildest of dreams. With every Lego piece, we craft the extremes.
All right. So we asked you in your questionnaire to pick an element. You picked stud. Because you are a stud.
Thumbs up. Wife called me idiot after I said that, but we're okay.
It's okay. We run with it.
No backsies. Once you say it, it's there.
I just wasn't sure which stud you were talking about. Are we talking about the bump on top of a brick on your element? Are we talking about this 1x1 piece here, or are we using it as a measurement? How studly you are?
Well, I mean, is there a number of studliness that can be measured? I don't know at this point.
So.
But I'm talking about the round ones. And the reason I picked it overall was just that is I've been using obviously a lot with mosaics. And I love the fact that when you put them together, when you look close, it looks like just a bunch of random colors. But then you take that half step back and you're like, dang, it's like one of them doing are like full life, like people, like NBA players, for example, right? And I'm like, oh, I just built one square today. I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's just random colors, right? Like some green, some red, whatever. When you put it together, you're like, how? Like I built a yellow jersey on one of the Lakers and I didn't use any yellow studs. Like it was crazy to think about. So yeah, that was the reason I picked it for sure.
Wow. Yeah, you work with these a lot doing your mosaics because those things are impressive.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
How are your
So of the three that we talked about, the first one was the stud on top. I can't even read it. Oh yeah, the stud. Oh yeah, just talking about. So you got the stud on top, and that's what you use to connect the bricks together. Which you need that tube on bottom for this tube and stud. What is it called? It's right there. I just can't find it on the thing. Principle, stud and tube principle. Haha. But anyways, that's what creates that clutch power when that stud goes in that tube, so they can all stick together. So you can put all those dots on your. I'm assuming base or plates to do. Yep. Okay.
Yeah.
And then you've got the units of measurement, which earlier you said you had one that was like 9 foot.
Yeah.
That's a lot of studs.
It's quite studly.
I pulled up a 6x10 stud because it's easy for visual purposes. But then you also have to look at things like width of the cars because they changed the cars. They're not 6 stud anymore. They're 8 stud now.
Yeah.
Which I don't like because they don't fit on the roads the same. But what are you going to do? And then, of course, you have the 1x1s, which you were talking about. The plates with a stud, example number 1, on top. These are also called studs. And if you're playing video games, they are currency, if you didn't know. So a lot of the Lego video games basically have these in there as some sort of currency or they use them for something else. I don't remember. But you want the purple ones because they're worth the most. And now it's mock time!
Moto has a really good statement, too, about colors. Yeah, show that for a second. So, great question for anybody doing mosaic builds. But yes, using two different color plates to get a new color essentially out of it. So like putting a transparent blue over top of a yellow plate, giving you more of a green effect.
Yep.
Have you played around with that at all yet?
I haven't yet per se. I've been talking to like one of the companies I've been kind of cruising with some ideas. They actually have the larger base plates in multiple different colors for background. So I was looking at doing that as possibly doing a transparent looking one with them with a different colored background. So like you said, the transparent blue with the yellow background and make more of that green feel in terms of like water and stuff like that, more majestic water look to it where you get that like wave look. But I haven't yet done that.
Nice.
Good question.
I wondered if that was a technique you might have used, saying that you did the jersey but didn't use any yellow. If maybe just by placing certain colors on top.
No, I mean for the majority of that one, it's light tan for that one, and then you mix in some nougats in there as well. And then when you step away from it, it's like it comes out yellow. Like it's kind of crazy to say, but I was like, how am I making a Lakers one when these are the pieces I'm putting together? And then you step back, this jersey's yellow. Like it's crazy.
It's that color palette. Everything that blends together makes it look like it's supposed to be a certain color. It's like the dress. Is it black and blue or white and something?
Okay. So I've done this one quite a while ago, but we used studs.
That's so cool.
The shaping on the Batman logo.
Yellow.
Cool. Those are crazy cool.
Transparent neon yellow.
So that's awesome.
So that's what we did for this week's episode. Jake's still watching something.
That's Caddy.
No, that's me. And expect me to get put back up there. No, I was. I watched the video that Jake Brickman sent. Frickin' A, dude. I had to watch it. I was just like, no, I gotta see what he's talking about. And I watched it. I was like, oh my god. Was an absolute
There's a special place in hell for funny people.
See you there.
Now, I do have one more thing to talk about, too, that was something new I kind of discovered this week. You want to pull up the other screen to share. So, yeah, the water.
Jesse,
everybody stay hydrated.
The same idea.
I'm just.
Yeah, you gotta take that.
I'm gonna take myself.
And then it should be that pine.
Wait, currently icing my cheeks? Did I read the chat wrong?
That's what I was doing.
Over to the side. Ooh, there you go.
Oh,
that's all right.
Cool.
So, the new thing that I have found is this site where they have printed Pinewood Derby cars for you to be able to build your Lego cars on top of.
Oh, nice.
So, just as an example for them, they have the frames for them built out, and then they're set to design to fit exactly on a pre-existing Pinewood Derby track. So, those of you in Boy Scouts growing up, you would build your Pinewood Derby cars and go through and have your race, blah, blah, blah. Well, as adults and AFOL fans now, I'm working on getting together, doing something like this with Chicago show and essentially having a giant Pinewood Derby race. So for those of you that are interested, I've got a link in my bio for it, but anybody wanting to scoop some of these cars and would like to build their hot rods, if you go back a page, I think it'll actually show some examples too on it.
No.
But it has the a weighted brick as well that you can get so that you can actually add your weight just like you would with a Pinewood Derby car and everything.
So cool.
Very, very neat idea and something fun that I feel like would be a neat little, get together and everybody racing their cars down to see who's the winner.
I used to have one me and my dad made where we drilled wood
through
wood and stuff.
Nice. That's really cool.
So they have a bunch of regular stuff for Pinewood Derby cars too. It's in the other one.
I don't know.
Back. Nope. Keep scrolling up. We went all the way to the top. Back in the category we were in. There you go. All right, I was looking for it, but now I don't see it on this page. It was on my phone side. But they have pictures of it in actual action of like some of the cars and things. There we go. So that's the track set up for it.
That's cool.
So they'll run down the track. Lots of different. It allows lots of people to have their own creativity in it. Great thing to do with kids or adults. So it's something that you'll see in the works. Keep your eyes peeled out for the event whenever it gets listed. And then obviously I'll share all the information and the links so that everybody can check it out.
Sweet.
So sorry, I missed because I went looking for my thing. Is this going to be in Chicago? You're going to do that?
Yep.
We're trying to see about getting it going there.
Yeah,
well,
I'm
our
working
dear
with
friend
the
Mr. Brick Dad
designer now.
says he knows where to get a track. That's not the thing. He can get you a track.
There we go. See,
Sweet.
we already have it all planned
It's all
out.
about the community.
That's what we
Exactly.
do this
It takes
for.
everybody coming together to do it. Like,
Takes a
I mean,
big
I can
arms.
build 4 cars and race, but
It takes
that's
a
no
brick
fun to
village.
waste myself.
It's a brick
What'd you
village.
say, Jess?
It's a brick village.
It's a brick
No, I didn't
village.
see that.
Jake's
Yes.
just laughing at the joke.
I'm just weird.
Jake's being Jake, right?
I've had a
We love-
cookie.
I love it.
I babysat most of the day. I'm a little.
Adult.
Cooped it.
God, love that. I think it's a nice way to kind of round it up for the season finale, though.
Yeah.
Talking about
Yeah,
Brick World
that's
Chicago that is going to be happening in a month and a half.
Yeah.
Our
Yeah.
next season finale should be at Brick World, I believe.
Yes, and I shall have
Without Jake there.
yeah,
Sorry.
no Helen Keller jokes there.
Jesse, is there a chance we're going to get you to come down to Chicago in the near future? I know this year's probably not in your wheelhouse.
I got to plan better because I run a sports academy at my school, and usually that's when we have camp. Is literally that week, and I'm the one who plans the camp. So I'm gonna try to book earlier so that I can come down because it's this year. What day is it on this year? Like the 12th.
It usually runs in the 10th week of June, so like 13th, 14th, 15th, somewhere in there.
Yeah, this
But
year
it's like
it's June
Tuesday to
11th.
Saturday.
This year it's
Sunday.
June 11th through the 15th.
So yeah, my
Listen.
birthday is June 13th as well. So to be down there for my birthday as well would be just
Oh, dude, that's dope.
Perfect!
Great excuse
See,
to get to
that's
use.
a good thing to do.
They
for your
only
birthday.
get about 2.5 weeks of summer in Canada, and that's in the middle of.
No, Jesse and I have we're Geminis. That's awesome.
yeah. So
I'm June,
I want to
I'm
come
June
down.
12th.
Oh, it's awesome.
Yeah.
I want to come down for sure.
to
And my
church.
wife's like, we can make a trip out of it. I'm like, hon, if I go, like, it's Lego. Like, I'm not going to go sightseeing in Chicago. I'm like, just.
Yeah,
but
you're
we
going to
can-
be at that convention hall for
Or-
4 days.
or-
Oh, it'll be
nonstop.
the best time.
So she'll
Live
be
your
on
life.
Facebook.
You
I'm
do
like,
it. You
yes.
go see that city.
I'm like,
Yeah,
I
Jake,
told-
live your life. You go see.
I ditched my friends at Brick Fair to go exploring in the city because they wanted to go to another Lego store.
So 2026 Chicago, I want that for my Father's Day / birthday present. So that's the goal.
Nice.
Celebrate
I
our
like it.
birthdays while we're there.
I'll be turning 35 that year, so it'll be good.
I'll be turning
Bring a
30.
stick
Milestone.
Yeah, I'll be
Look
turning
at us.
34
Look at
that
us the
year.
same age.
Damn, he and I are like just a year and a day apart.
Jake, are you 91, baby?
91, July 5th.
91.
So we're only like 3 weeks apart, too.
There we go.
You young.
Get
Get
cats.
out of here, Grandpa.
I forget
Wow.
Mohawk's a freaking. I forget Mohawk's the Crypt Keeper.
He's turned 40
Wow.
this year.
All the
Oh
more
my
reason to celebrate.
You're still a millennial. That's what matters.
Oh, that's
Oh,
right. I
yeah.
forgot. Galen, when's your
I gotta make
birthday?
a Party now.
Yeah.
Gotta plan
Galen
a party.
claims he's like a 30.
actually 12.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, he's 26. He's 26, guys.
He's like 22
Forever
and
will
a
be
half.
26.
Millennials now. All the Harry Potter makes
Oh,
sense.
you
Harry
kids.
Potter all makes sense. Yeah.
Thanks, Galen.
Well, if you're born in 91, you're reading Harry Potter when you're like turning those same ages. So yeah.
Yeah, like you
Fact.
grew up on
Literally, like
When you were born in the 90s, you were either reading Harry Potter or playing on the Game Boy Color or both.
Listen,
Game Boy Color.
I just
I was gonna
listened
say,
to the
I was-
Audible books.
While you guys were
last
reading
year.
Harry Potter, I was busy playing Pokemon still.
Facts.
This man was
Okay.
playing with the cards.
I'm playing
Yeah,
Pokemon.
I had the
Facts.
original
earlier
cards in
today,
hand.
so I
I
didn't know
met
what
at the
you're talking
library every Wednesday.
about. The
I had
fucking
my
library.
cards in little holographic films. put them
And
in
a
little
zip-up
binders.
binder with the sleeves.
Yes, with the zip-up binder with the sleeves.
So you don't lose
all
anything.
you young Lego folks that haven't been around as long as some of us.
Oh my god, we can talk about that.
OG
I know there could be
Mario.
like another hour of just like 90s nostalgia.
You
but-
got a 1995 Ford Legorado? I got my tonsils out. I got a Lego Ford Legorado. You got a 1998 original X-Wing? It's somewhere out there.
I feel Moto right there. That was more my childhood. It was go find you a cool stick to play with.
Are you talking like devil sticks? You know, the ones where you like you toss them back and forth.
I was more two, and you were busy trying to find water in the yard.
Finding water, I was gonna say.
Holding to 'em. Yep.
Yes, Mohawk
was
was
our
still
game.
churning butter. You know, he was out there.
Ha!
He had a bonnet on to keep him warm. He was like, I should. That looks
Gen X
wrong.
almost died every day, and we're better for it.
God.
I agree.
Jake,
I'm not even a
Jake's
Gen X, and I
pulling-
fully agree with said statement.
Yes.
We
Jake's
can only
pulling
build
us.
How
Legos
they
about
would
the
die.
first moon landing. Mohawk witnessed it.
One of my students the other day goes, "Were you born during the Great Depression?" I'm like, "How old do you think I am?" Like,
You're from the 1900s.
I was gonna say my kiddo all the time will hear a song. She's like, "Isn't that from like the 1900s or something?"
Shut up.
It's like,
Oh my god.
That was
I
10
hate-
years ago.
I don't like when kids do that crap though. It's
it was
like
more than that.
When
it's like
you
I was
buddies-
born. I hate that when I'm like, oh yeah, I was born in '92, so you were born in the 1900s. I was like, oh.
even the other day,
Smack that
one of my
child.
students I had a couple years back, whatever, is now a teacher, and I'm like,
Are you sure?
It's that you
Have
already.
How is that possible?
Have you watched Abbott Elementary?
Yes.
no, it's not. So I started it, and the first season was actually is horrible when it coming from a teacher standpoint. But I heard it got a lot better, so it's on my list.
You should.
There's a scene where the guy is doing a music class with the students. He's like, all right, somebody give me an oldie. And they were bringing up like Drake or was it?
Yeah.
They brought up
Oh, I saw
Drake,
that clip,
Diddy.
yeah.
A lot of people who they was like, that ain't
He's just like,
old.
stop. Just stop.
Just stop. We're gonna
know
play
what
hot cross
my
buns. We're gonna play hot
business
cross buns on the
Do you
recording.
mean Weezy? Just stop.
She said, "What's the oldest game you've played?" I was like, "Oh, I don't know. What's the oldest game you played?" Flappy Bird.
No,
Flappy Bird.
I remember
I'm
Flappy
like,
Bird.
are you kidding me? That was 5 years ago. I'm over here like,
I know. I put the radio on.
I'm
I
over here
stopped
playing
listening.
Pong, child.
yeah,
You're like,
Come on,
"Throw back
Duck
the
Hunter? Duck Hunter on Atari?
You ever played Centipede? That was stressful. Centipede was.
hey, I know how to play Minesweeper.
I had to buy a new like T300 calculator for my accounting class. I don't have the snake on there anymore.
This
They
man
don't-
had Texas Instruments for crying out loud.
I was like, what do you mean it doesn't have snake or Tetris? How else would I get through math class?
Jake was using the calculator to spell out boobies with numbers.
8008.
That's my passcode.
135.
Steady.
135.
Every time I
Yep.
go into work.
Or 5318008.
Oh,
Yeah.
I never got to
Little
do Mr.
Wayne's gonna
Meow.
be
This would be
there.
awesome.
That's gonna be an exciting time.
Who's Mr. Meow?
Moto, this will be my first ever Brick World Chicago, so I cannot wait to see you. This is gonna
I'm
be
excited.
awesome. Oh, I'm
Yeah,
excited. We
yeah.
got Mr. Meow.
We've got a whole
Um,
group of you guys that's gonna be first timers, and I'm just gonna put you all in one big pile and say, okay,
And
follow
then
me.
no
We'll show you where
timers.
everything's
This
at at
is the
once.
grand tour.
Don't forget though, I am there for A, birthday, B, Lego, and C, sightseeing. I will
And
say
to
that.
find out how to train a dragon.
I'm definitely watching that one
Nice.
there.
Mr. Meow is my son. Thank you. I'm over here and nobody's listening to me. I'm like, who's Mr.
I
Meow?
said it.
He did say little
I
man
don't
was
know
gonna be
these
there.
things.
Yeah,
I have a
I was
sound-
trying to
I
be
have a sound.
polite and not reveal too much in it, but he did it for you, so it's all good.
He did it. It'll be right there. I'm there for food. Yeah,
for
I'm with
food.
Dalen. I'm with.
There
I'm
are
with
food
you,
trucks.
We're definitely hitting Blackwood barbecue again.
Oh, 100%.
Jesse,
definitely with
do you
Galen.
think peanut butter on a bagel is normal?
I don't think bagels are normal, so I'm the wrong person to ask.
I like that answer.
I love Jake's face.
Hey, put it back on there. You don't get to do that, Jake.
Listen,
You don't get
here's
to
my
do that.
theory about bagels. Why? It's like having jeans with rip holes in them. Okay, I'm paying for something that has a hole in it already. I don't like the idea of it. No.
So do you not eat a donut with a hole in it? Do you eat a
Nope.
solid donut?
We have
Really? Put his ass back on there right now.
Timbits.
What is? I don't know what that is.
What?
So
That sounds Canadian.
It is. So you know the hole in the middle of a
Yeah.
donut?
Yeah.
We make a timbit, so like a ball out of
Yeah.
that portion, and that's the donut part you eat. They're the real.
You
they're
don't
real
have
good.
anything bigger than that?
So basically,
We
the
don't
We
donut.
have
have
donut
timbits.
hole.
We have donuts. Here's
So what happens to the rest of the donut?
So we call it's just a donut hole though.
don't have
Yeah, it's
donuts
a
in
donut
Canada.
hole.
You just eat the donut hole, but you don't eat the donut?
Huh?
He just likes the hole.
I'm a big hole guy. Listen, they're just I have a lot of weird quirks. That's one of them. I'll eat a donut. Yes, I will if it's there because I'm
Not
fat
if it
on
has
it.
a hole in it.
But to me, I'm like it just seems incomplete.
What about like a cream filled donut?
What about a
Solid.
bundt cake?
Round, large donut hole.
Jake, I swear to God, you cut him off again, I will cut you off.
I'm just asking about a bundt cake.
A what?
A
bundt
bundt
cake.
cake.
What's that?
A bundt cake is a cake
Oh,
with a
a bundt
hole in
cake?
it.
Bunt cake.
You ever seen
Why
My
do they
Big
call
Fat
it a
Greek
bundt
Wedding? They
cake?
brought a bundt cake.
Oh my God, hold on.
Y'all
We
got
have
chili?
this place called Nothing Bundt Cakes. Oh my god, they're fucking delicious.
I mean, I love the play on words, so I'll probably eat it anyway. Anytime there's like cleverness of play on words, you got me.
What's that thing you get at Christmas time that's made out of Jello and fruit and
Madness.
random?
No, fuck no fruit cake.
That
Get
shape.
out of
Salad.
here.
No,
You-
it's got a
you
name
lost
to
me
it.
at
It's not
fruit.
fruit salad. Is it
You
fruit
lost
salad?
enough fruit.
They're
Jelly
okay,
roll.
Jake.
Yeah.
Jalen, you get out of here.
This is a bundt cake.
Yes, round. Round.
That's
Oh, I've seen that. I
round
don't like those.
cakes
That
with
was- No,
huh?
hard pass.
Fruit cake.
That's weird.
Listen, my favorite cake is a McCain's cake. So
What is this McCain's cake? Will you Google that?
MCC, yeah, and then
Is your
No, no,
favorite Canadian
no,
pop
yes.
star Robin
Ah,
Sparkles?
there you
that
go.
one there,
I
McCain's
got you.
cake. Deep and delicious. You guys have it?
Oh, that's how I like it.
Well, we know how Mohawk's living it up. Yeah, high five.
This comes in that tin container.
Sounds like she likes your donuts glazed.
So good. Get it at Walmart.
I'm here for it. If it's at Walmart, I will be buying one. What aisle will I find it? Is it cold?
It's cold. Yeah.
Fantastic.
Super Lux custard.
I'm just gonna go to jail over here.
I'm gonna go to jail.
I'm very inappropriate over here. I just skirted right past.
What was in your Coke, dude? Did you put whiskey in it or vodka? Or
My whiskey.
what did you do?
Did you get into our gummies again before you got on the stream?
I did ask though, Jesse, is your favorite Canadian pop star Robin Sparkles?
It's
Or
the
is it
only
Robin
one you need to know.
Daggers?
Let's go to the mall.
Everybody come and play.
play. Tomorrow,
Where were you and which donut were you eating?
today.
when Robin Sparkles died.
Why does this look like it was filmed in the 90s or in the 80s? Canada didn't get the 90s until 2010.
Oh, Canada.
I was gonna sing you a song.
Wait, when you and your wife get married, did you have to do your vows twice? Once in English, once in Canadian?
Hey there now, calm down.
This is the jokes they made on the show.
He does not know what you're talking about.
Hey there now.
Well, no, wait. He is on the British side of Canada. He's not on the French side. I'm sorry.
There's not a
that-
French side, there's a French spot.
How dare you?
They don't like
Make
us.
you get it wrong. Oh my god. God, my cheeks are hurting from too much smiling.
Listen, their buddy is named after a cartoon show we have. I don't know what to do here. Loonies and Toonies.
You're a goober.
Have fun.
Love that.
Listen,
I think we're gonna. before we go any further.
I could go
I
on
think
a roll with some Canada
when,
jokes.
when
here.
Jake says listen and there's a pause, I'm like, story time.
Story time. Man, I don't want to keep this guy up all night. And plus, the Hawks are
He's 2
about
hours behind us. He's good.
the Hawks are running on fumes.
That is true, but we're all right.
That is very
High
true.
on my energy.
Facts.
Bam Cresto goes, did I hear someone need racetrack?
Oh my god, I need to see Brick and Minifix pop in. Jesus. Quit pressing
Damn it,
it!
Ken.
Yes.
I want to press the button.
You want to press the button?
I press the button.
I'm
They
gonna press
do
this
need a
one.
racetrack.
Love
Yeah,
when somebody
whiskey,
just
I
hears
guess we can
exactly
call
what's
him old
needed.
fashioned.
I think.
Dad joke of the day.
What up?
I don't know. I thought the fly.
Hey!
was still number one.
God.
Oh, my
Jesse,
Yep.
I feel like we've had a great episode with you, dude. There's been a lot of laughs, a lot of hurt cheeks over here.
Minimal Lego, lots of laughs. I love it.
Yep.
We
had
call it
about
Brick at
5
Night for a
minutes of
reason.
real
It's
Lego
not Lego
talk.
at night, it's Brick at Night. So we talk brick sometimes, and then we just have a lot of laughs.
Inappropriate Jake at night.
Oh my God. That's gonna just be a segment. The Mohawks and I, or the Hawks and I, are gonna jump off screen. Jake's gonna have just the inappropriate segment.
Yep.
You know what grinds my gears?
Dabs with Jake.
You America, fuck you.
We're gonna have to make it though where we're still in the background so we can just keep kicking him every once in a while when he gets to go too far.
When he goes too far, that's where it's just like, all right, we're gonna end the segment right there.
On a quick sidebar,
Nice. I'll hit you
Yes.
up. I say I'll hit you up, Ryan, about it once I get more of the details worked out for it.
That
For
is
sure.
too awesome.
hit him with the deets.
What we do.
Oh my God. I love this community. It's so great. That should be on Saturday night. Yes, and then Jake will cue on the Saturday Night Live theme.
Listen, I'd be TikTok banned quicker.
Live from Alpharetta. It's Saturday night.
Oh, Moto killed it just now.
Technic. Good job, Moto.
Actually, it's those damn Pokemon built by Mega Bloks. They are terrible. Don't get them.
I can see Jake doing the whole, you know what really grinds my gears? Just as the Peter Griffin accent. Just do it. Oh my God. No, seriously, Jesse, it's been fun to have you on here, man.
And
You've been a
this is great,
freaking
guys.
blast. I swear Jake was drunk this entire show.
Up the ante, I
You
love
were drunk on life, homie. You were drunk.
I had a
on
nice bacon grilled cheese sandwich from Panera tonight. It was fantastic.
life. Was it on a bagel?
No, it was a grilled cheese. Why would the grilled cheese be on a bagel? What?
Have you ever tried grilled cheese as a bagel?
No, you would get like an egg and cheese on a bagel or like a
I was
sausage
gonna
and
say,
cheese
yeah,
on a bagel.
it.
Not
Get that on
bagel
this.
just
cake
grilled
grill.
cheese.
I always like to do weird
Bread
food
and
stuff.
sandwich.
Like I'll take a bagel and actually panini press it. Sometimes. I'm very unique with food. I like
At
to
least you eat bagels.
Was it $25? No.
Probably. It probably was because you have to add like $3.50 for the bacon on it, but it's delicious.
Ooh, focaccia. That sounds really
Love
good.
focaccia.
I love focaccia. But Jesse, where can everybody find you at, man?
Canada.
For the most part, Instagram under Professor_Brickman, and then TikTok. I restarted a page recently, and I've been posting more again on there. It's all Lego content, same username, Professor_Brickman, and yeah, that's kind of where I'm usually found. I'm doing my stupid stuff and doing me. So
Nice. I freaking love that. By the way, there is this potential episode that will be happening. For all viewers, while this may be the last regularly scheduled episode for season, stay tuned for additional special edition Brick at Night episodes that may pop up. Jake and Hawks, we will probably talk about that afterwards. And then Jesse, you could stay behind and listen to what we have to say.
no,
I saw
okay.
hints.
There's hints. But this is the last part that I do, where I do our little socials overlay. So, folks, if you're not following already, make sure that you are following Professor Brickman. It's Professor_Brickman.
Yep.
And then Professor.Brickman on some of them.
No, it's all underscore.
All underscore. Okay, so Professor_Brickman on TikTok as well as Instagram. Make sure you are following, liking, subscribing, hitting the bell icon to make sure that anytime he pops up any new feed or any new videos, you're always in tune to what he's doing. But should I do this in the Forrest Gump accent? Let's see what happens.
Yes.
Why?
Why not?
Oh my god. Well, folks, if you enjoyed tonight's episode of Brick and Night on ELPN, this is our last episode of the season. We are usually live on YouTube Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And then I'm just going to go back to my regular voice because that's a lot to deal with. Jake, I swear to God, man.
He's just every one of them. Every single one. Click it on there.
All my banners I made.
Jake,
at
put
what we
down
did
all the
this
banners
season.
before I come over there and strangle you.
Oh, too funny.
Except for that that banner will pop up at the last mark. I do want to bring that one up. But, folks, if you did like the live, please go to YouTube, go to the ELPN channel, like, follow, subscribe, hit the bell icon to get notified of any new content that's going to be coming out. We are usually live on Tuesdays at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, but this is the season finale. But be sure to look out for any new content that we will populate. Make sure to go to the podcast channel on Spotify as well as Apple Podcasts. We are Brick Nite on ELPN. You can always catch the previous episodes or previous seasons on there. And then you can, of course, go to @Brick Nite ELPN on Instagram, and then go to @Brick on TikTok to find the additional content that Jake likes to put on there.
Yeah.
Of course, this channel would not make itself up without the 4 amazing content creators behind us, pictured up above. Starting from the left side, we've got the man with the crazy eyebrow, with a crazy beard, @Unhappy Mohawk, and his counterpart, right there in the center, being all smiley, lovey-dovey, @Supacabre. The gentleman holding onto his chin like he usually does during the live videos is @brick.it.jake, who has just come out with some brand new stickers, so be on the lookout for those stickers. And then, of course, your guy up there with his ball cap on, hiding his bald head, is @ken.nerd, where the E's are 3s, and Jake, I'm going to slap you.
You don't know your own username that you can't just read it off?
Well, I was going to wait for the banner to go away.
Wow.
What an
I need to
ass.
see it.
You were just talking about the stickers, so I brought up the stickers.
Now that we fixed the stickers, we need to fix your picture because you have sleeves on, sir. You had blue sleeves on in that.
He took a photo where I was out on a date where I was nice and nice.
Irrelevant.
The previous photo that he also gave me was him hard cheese grinning with a passport, and he still has sleeves on that one. There is no photo of Jake with a tank top that I can pull because he has not done a photo shoot, so I'm
gonna need you to
wait.
stand up so we can take a screenshot right now.
I'm gonna
Am I
reach out to
wearing pants?
Jenny.
Perfect.
Oh, no. I'm reaching out to Jenny specifically for this one. I need you to be a thinker on the toilet. I need you to be on the think tank with your tank top on. I swear that man did not build that Lego set on the
It's not
toilet.
over, Galen, because we didn't do the outro.
Like, you're still alive.
Yeah, we're still alive after 2 hours of fun.
2 hours and
Power
2
2 hours.
minutes.
Oh my god. But yeah,
Anybody remember that old
season
song
pretty
from
fun.
those infomercials?
I mean, you could go with the 800 588 2300 Empire.
Nah, you see
Today.
1877 cars for kids. KARS cars for kids.
8, 6,
I remember
7,
that
5, 3, 9.
Stop calling this number.
Oh my god.
Too funny.
All right, Jake, close it out.
Brain. Gotta think.
Brain's not braining.
Brain fart.
I forgot what I said last week, and I really liked it. and I
What
was
do the
gonna use
hands?
that. Well, everybody, I hope you've enjoyed this 2-hour fun drum of funness with laughter, tears, and joy from all of us here at Brick Nite. Go fuck yourselves. Just kidding. I love all of you.
Oh my god, he left.